Welcome, everybody, to session 9. Let's start with just a brief summary to catch everybody up on what happened last week.
Last session was when we actually got here, or am I going too far back?
No,
Nope,
that's correct.
We got here last session.
Okay.
We were tasked with evacuating a colony that was under UPP attack. We were told to specifically find two scientists,
Indeed.
Dr. Chalwa and Dr. Liu. After searching around for a little bit, our APC was blown up by a UPP ship that we then ceremoniously just shot the fuck out of. Blew it the fuck up. We went around to the Flash Freezing Complex, thinking we might find the good doctors there. Found some Deep Void. They fucked us up pretty bad. We turned them into fish sticks.
Yep. And then
healed up from that, went around, went on down to the hotel, found the good doctors had been murdered.
Indeed.
And robbed.
Well, yes, murdered and robbed. Kept looking around, seeing if we could find their murderers. Ended up in the accommodations block, found two people who had stolen things off their dead bodies. Hadn't found who murdered them yet. And the thing they stole was an ampule of the black goo. So we convinced them very, very menacingly to give us the ampule so that it could be safely kept and wouldn't be released.
I annihilated some testicles in the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Lyra did. Then went over to the rec center and found an android.
Yep. That android
cracked the case of Deep Void wide open for us.
Indeed he did.
So now we're trying to evacuate with said android to bring him back to the U.S. CMC?
Yep. U.S. Colonial Marine Corps.
There we go.
But what did he tell you about Deep Void?
Basically everything that we needed to know to turn them in. That their goal is to incite a full-on war with the UPP.
Not only that, but that General Vaughn plans to stage a coup, assassinating De La Cruz, who you've met, and blame the UPP. Thus giving her the justification she needs to instigate a full war.
And then the last thing we did was fight a bunch of UPP soldiers after we shot down their dropship.
Indeed. That about sums it up pretty well.
Oh, and apparently Deep Void, I'm pretty sure, have been working here semi-above the board this whole time while we've been doing this.
Yeah, they're definitely here and around.
They just don't know about the fish stick incident yet.
They will never know about the fish stick incident.
They like fish sticks in their mouth.
They do.
And they don't seem to know that we know
that they're gay fish.
Yes. Otherwise, they would be shooting at us.
Yep.
No. They would be going at us with a baseball bat, like they did. Can't remember that one comedian's name from the episode.
I hope that box of fish sticks goes to Joe Boffides.
No,
And he calls up the company. He's just like, "Hey, one of these fish sticks look like a human finger."
I don't know if Joe is still alive at this point.
I haven't decided where the Cruise Through the Heavens campaign falls on the timeline, but
I would have to say it would be pretty early on in the timeline.
yeah, because Will Bofidis signed up because he heard that his uncle Joe Bofidis went missing.
Went missing.
Yeah. That is a narrative that we need to follow and explore. The Chronicles of Will Bofidis. Anyways, let's get started. You guys know that basically for the next 10 hours or so, shuttles are going to continue evacuating refugees from this colony. They're going to kind of be coming back and forth for about 10 hours, so you're going to need to hold it for about that amount of time. It's probably been maybe 2 hours since you got here, so roughly about another 8.
Yep.
Anyways, what do you guys want to do now?
My vote is we go up into the ATCC with the lady with the RPGs.
All right.
I mean, she can one-hand those things.
She's basically just female Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambette.
I mean, it might be a good idea to warn her about Deep Void, about or maybe not Deep Void, but at least the guys in black, murdering people around.
Yep. If I recall,
Maybe let her know to not trust
not
guys
the
in
not the
black.
special operations guys, because they're also wearing black armor.
Oh no, the special operations guys are Deep Void. Like, I don't think we've seen anyone who's USMCC or
you haven't.
USCMC other than us.
Yeah, you haven't. You've never seen someone in the black armor.
That's not been Deep Void.
Yeah, at least as far as you know.
Gotta say, USCMC is a terrible acronym because it takes just as long just to say Colonial Marines.
True, I agree.
Yeah.
In fact, it might be shorter just to say it.
Yep.
Sorry, just had
No,
to
I
throw that
agree.
out.
So, go ahead.
All right. Well, I know we just got done murdering a bunch of these guys and taking one of them prisoner.
Yep.
But I think we should retire back to the control tower. Maybe rest up a little bit.
Let's not forget to pick up the android. Did we disguise the android yet? Don't we still need to do that?
Shit! I forgot to give you a token for him. Oh,
We
I was
did
totally gonna
disguise
do that.
But yes.
Oh, this week was just really busy, so I completely forgot about it.
Oh, it's okay. I've been knocked out sick this whole weekend, so.
Yeah.
You're both fine. I've been having trouble.
Yeah, I was totally gonna try and photo or shove an android face on top of the mariachi guy that we posted.
Just add like a big fake mustache and a sombrero.
Yeah, oh, well, yeah, no, like literally, just the guy in the big mariachi hat with the gigantic guitar.
Okay, well. Go ahead.
Mariachi Loco.
Alright, so we're gonna head on up to the checkpoint.
Bring Maitland with you.
Yes, we're bringing the android with us, who's in his gigantic, conspicuous disguise.
Are you clearly hurting him? Like, how are you trying
He's
to...
coming with us.
Okay, yeah, I'm just trying to see, because this security checkpoint, they're basically kind of scanning everybody who is kind of passing, so...
Scanning in the optical sense or scanning in the electronic sense?
Both.
Ah.
So...
Wait. Oh, okay, so this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna go walk up to whoever's scanning them.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and manipulate them.
Okay. Make me a manipulation roll, and...
I don't know, do we outnumber them?
Technically, yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna go at +2 then. I don't
Okay.
think our guns are good. Being armed is gonna work against them.
No.
Oh my god, I'm gonna push that.
Alright.
Really?
Okay, you
That's
hold it together,
BS.
but... What do you say?
What? Pointing and gesturing to him. No habla inglés. He doesn't speak English at all.
He's gonna say, okay, whatever, just let me give him a scan and we'll get this over with.
Oh, come on. You know them types is really squirrely about being scanned.
Look, I've got my orders, you've got yours. Let's not make this a big deal. He gets out the scanner.
I mean, you're the one who's trying to turn it into a big deal.
Yeah, because it's my job to make sure nobody gets in without being scanned. I've been given my orders from higher up.
Lyra, you wanna help? Maybe with them boots of yours?
Do you really want
He's
to...
wearing a cup, sir.
Damn it, Lyra! You could have at least threatened him.
Damn it, I thought that bulge was for real.
I know real bulge when I see one.
I was trying not to think about it.
Okay.
So imagine this guy's got like a bowling ball on his crotch.
Basically, yeah, and it's just like pure fucking steel.
That's where the scanner is.
Yep. Yep, it's just glowing red at the tip. Like fucking
Man.
Rudolph.
Forgive me for bringing this up, but he got out here in the first place.
Out
Would
here?
they not let him back in? Yeah.
Oh, he's a
You'll
soldier.
Nah.
Oh, do you
I'm
mean
talking about
Maitland?
the android.
He wasn't in here, he was out here.
Yeah, we're trying to not let the deep void know that he's an android.
Would he have not been in the hotel?
He would
Otherwise,
have,
how
but
would
that
he
was
have gotten
prior
away?
to the evacuation efforts being...
Okay, I get what you're going
Yeah.
at.
I mean, we dressed him up in this very conspicuous disguise. I want it to work. Oh, can someone else try and chime in with manipulation? Or does anyone else have any good manipulation?
any other skill. Or any other skills that you think could be used to kind of sneak him past.
And I don't have connections.
Would it be possible for Lyra to roll Comtech to change his electronic signature to confuse the scanner?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Kind of nudge Lyra and be like, hey, can you do your electronic voodoo to make it so with milk blood can pass for normal blood?
Yeah, you can make it say... You could make the signature seem like it's, something on his... Some sort of electronic device on his person rather than, a signature of an android.
I will see what I can do.
I'm gonna say that this will be at a... -1, because it's gonna be pretty difficult.
Yeah, I'm not exactly an Android expert either, so.
Yeah, so... you want to push that?
Guess I better.
Okay, roll me panic. You're fine. So, yeah, he scans and he's like, you know, if you please put your cell phone on airplane mode as he's scanning, and Maitland just goes, lo siento, senor, and just taps like he's tapping a phone in his pocket. And the scanner beeps and is like, all clear, go ahead.
All right, now go hold up in the control tower.
Watch where you're waving that scanner, buddy.
The guy's gonna kind of ignore you as he continues to scan in civilians as they're flooding
He
through.
continues to wave his glowing red crotch. at
Yep.
people
Yeah, he's kind of
passing
doing pelvic thrusts.
Commander, I'm gonna say this from personal experience, but I gotta ask, are you sure you want to be at the top of a tower while we're dealing with getting missiles shot at us?
With the lady up there who's shooting RPGs back at them better than they can shoot at us? Most definitely.
Okay.
It might
You're the
work.
boss here.
Yeah, you figure it could work for now at least. But if there's any sort of sustained aerial assault, you're gonna want to get the hell out of Dodge.
I mean, at the very least, I would like to warn her about what's going on. Be nice to have the lady who can shoot the RPGs one-handed on our side if shit goes down.
Yep.
That's the thing, I very much would like things to not go down,
Yep.
including me through this tower floor.
You walk in on her.
Inevitably, the shit will hit the fan.
Yep. You see her just bench pressing an APC. No, I'm kidding. That would be really funny though. But yep, she's just
Bench pressing art.
Yep.
Burnt out slag of an APC.
Yep, the 70-ton fucking armored vehicle. Just, yep. 1, 2. No, but she's keeping a monitor on comms. She's given the all clear to shuttles to to take off and land. She hears you come in and turns around. Oh, good to see you're back. What's the situation down there?
Well, civilians are a might bit scared, but they seem to be doing alright.
That's
We
good.
did
to
have a minor incident over at the Flash Freezing Complex that we wanted to inform you about.
Oh?
Seems the boys in black might not be as friendly as they claim to be.
Huh.
They damn near killed me and a couple of my men.
Look at my leg.
Oh yeah, and you've got a hole through it.
Yeah.
Yep, or at least a bloody bandage, yeah, around it.
I mean, one of the civilians that's holed up in the cargo center trying to get off world mentioned that she might have seen someone sneaking around the freezing complex, so we went to investigate, see if anyone was trying to be a straggler. Well, not trying to be, it was a straggler and just hadn't made it over yet. And you know what? Them boys in black shot at us without even asking us what we were doing.
Something about them's been rubbing me the wrong way since they got here. I'll keep an eye on them, and if they start doing anything wrong, anything suspicious, I'll let you know. And she gives you the information that you need to link your comm system to hers so that you can directly communicate via your comm beads.
Alright, well, thank you, ma'am. The evacuation proceeded smoothly?
As smooth as can be expected. We're getting...
Well, that is good to hear. Sooner we move the civilians out of here, the better.
Yep, we're having... It's pretty smooth because that particle beam phalanx has been keeping away the the UPP airstrikes from coming in. And so as long as that thing has plenty of power, which I don't know why it wouldn't, and with that, you just hear a loud pew, and the lights flicker.
Damn it.
Well, now. Seems like
How'd you
something
say it?
might be up at the power station. That's not good.
You also hear the sounds of incoming aircraft. They're not here yet, but they're on their way.
Lyra, you better keep an eye out.
Yep, Carrie Louise gets into a braced position with her RPG launcher.
Alright, well, let's head downstairs real quick. Try and make our way over to the power station, see if anything's going on.
Yeah, she tells you that if you need them, there are 4 M5 RPG launchers up there in case you need some extra firepower.
Hey, Leroy, you ever shot an RPG?
I never met a gun I couldn't shoot.
Well, good on you, son.
I'll just pick up this bad boy here.
Okay, let me give you the stats. So, do you have the heavy weapon talent, or the heavy weapon specialist talent?
I do not.
Okay, well, anyways. So, put M5 A3 RPG launcher. It bonus 1, damage 5, extreme range, weight 2, single shot, armor piercing. And reloads, each reload weighs 1/2. So let me know how many you want to take.
Let's see. I'll take 2 reloads, I guess.
Okay, because it's single shot, that means you'll be able to fire twice.
Okay, so there will be each reloaded. Alright, so it wouldn't have one loaded already.
Okay, you know what? I'll allow it to have one loaded already for the weight too. So yeah, you'll get a total of 3 shots with that.
Okay.
All right, what now?
Alright, well, let's get to the power station and see what the trouble is.
And just for the sake of asking, I'm assuming that blast wall encompasses the airfield entirely.
Let me see. It isn't really a blast wall so much as it is basically like a flimsy kind of, it's not really like effective as a defensive structure, but yeah, it's basically just demarcating the edge of the spaceport. But like,
yeah,
it's
I'm
not,
more so meaning you can't drive a vehicle from one side to the other without making someone angry, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just weighing options, thank you.
Yep, of course, no problem.
Alright, well, let's make our way over to the power station and see what's going on with the lights.
All right. Are you taking Maitland with you, I'm guessing?
Do we want to take him with us, or do we want to leave him up in the control tower? Or are we going to arm him?
Do we
I'd
trust
say we
him
leave
for
him.
that?
I mean, leaving him's fine. I think it'd be fucking hilarious to give him dual rocket launchers. But leaving him in the control tower is fine.
Okay. In this time, I'm going to say each of those of you who are not at full health can have regained 1 point.
Thank God.
Yep.
And we had time to reduce our stress level as well.
I'm going to say currently the situation is too tense, especially with the power station having suddenly gone offline.
All right.
You know what? Nap relief for everyone.
How much stress does everybody have? Because
I'm gonna
I have
refuse it. I only have
2.
one.
One stress.
Good boss. I don't have any.
Okay.
I'll stick it in my pocket at most.
Then I will save it.
okay.
Actually, you know what? I'll pass it out to everyone.
Yep, so that they can use it as they see fit.
Yep.
Sounds like a fine idea.
Okay. So, you get to the station, and you see that a bunch of the major cables and wires have been basically chewed through by something. You see, like, you're in a rainforest, so there's a ton of life around here. Could have been, like, a local fauna or something. But basically, you could repair it with a heavy machinery roll and 1 turn of work. And right now, the particle beam phalanx is in standby mode until it's done.
Well, looks like a job for me.
Alright, Riggs. Now I want you to take that maintenance jack and beat on those power cables as hard as you can. Make them straight again. I think. I don't know.
I'll steer him into being straight with my cutting torch. How about that?
That sounds like a phenomenal plan.
Okay.
That is, you are the smart one who deals with this, and I'm the one who tells you to do it very well and motivates you.
Okay, so you'll get a +1 in addition to any other
Alright.
modifiers.
You know,
Then
boss, I
we
think
go because my cutting torch as well.
Yeah.
So- And we needed it. Good.
Yep, okay. So, meanwhile,
Keep
You-
power.
you guys hear the sound of incoming aircraft.
Oh Lord,
We should get to cover.
that is a very good idea, Lara.
Preferably not near the POA. POI.
Let me see, 18.5. So this should be a little smaller.
Yeah, be next to the fuel tanks instead. That sounds like a better place.
You mean the bubes?
The bubes.
Okay, so
The bube explosive.
3 aerospace interceptors come flying in. One of them passes the air traffic control tower, and you see a rocket just boom, and it's just blasted to smithereens.
No more pee-pee.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Another one manages to just barely dodge. Oh, the the air traffic control tower is fine. It was the interceptor that got blasted away.
I told you that woman was fantastic with those rocket launches.
Now this one manages
I mean,
to...
for Christ's sake, she shot it inside and we didn't even have hearing damage.
Yep, she also managed to get a headshot with it, somehow. One of them kind of spirals slightly out of control, but it's able to fire a missile down at the vehicle depot.
She's so good with the RPG, doesn't even have any backblast.
Somehow it has no recoil.
Somehow she turned an RPG into a recoilless rifle. I do not understand that woman's magic, but boy, is it impressive.
I'm going to say it fires 3 rockets. Or actually just 2. It's firing at the 2 vehicles.
Oh no. Whatever will we do?
Okay, they both take all 5 damage.
Does that include splash damage of any sort?
These rockets are actually not, they're not blast rockets. They're basically concentrated impact warheads, at least as far as I know. And then let me pull up the vehicle damage chart because...
Oh well.
Okay, vehicle combat. Now just to... Okay, 3. That is severe spin. So one of them is wrecked because it doesn't have a pilot. The other one is fuel explosion. So I'm going to say this guy has to make a mobility roll or be set on fire.
Nail it.
Well, uncontrollable spin.
Okay, he manages
He
to...
might also...
Yep, he manages to roll out of the way of the fire. But this thing is coming in, and then this other one is going to come in and we are going to draw initiative. Let me first shuffle these.
God, I hope Leroy does a good job.
I will deal 1 to myself.
About what range are these guys at?
They are in a... I'm going to say they're 1 zone up, so basically they are 2 zones away, so at medium range. Oh. That's not great for you guys.
That is really bad.
Hey look, instant death.
Possibly.
Well, remember, there are things you can do to... Okay, rigs. Okay, Stevenson, you got a 9. Sanders, 21. Lyra, 13. 16. Okay.
Can I trade with someone?
Yeah, you can trade with anybody who is willing to trade with you.
Right. Was it Leroy that has the rocket launcher?
Yes.
Yep,
Alright, on trade?
sure.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Let's... I will actually give... Actually, it doesn't matter. Okay, so...
Doesn't matter, we'll die anyway.
Or actually, yeah, I will give an initiative to Sayax in the hover tread. Because it might matter. What is that? That's 26.
You could give us the benefit of going prone.
Yeah, you can do that. Do you guys... Because you heard them? Do you guys want to go... Do you guys want to go prone?
The fucking
deck.
dirt.
Okay.
Wait,
So they will
hold
be
up.
at a...
But before that, let me roll for this.
Okay.
And Sanders is going to yell to everyone to hit the fucking dirt.
Okay. So,
Do we even need to make a roll for that or anything?
no.
Though?
No. But it's good for roleplay, and I'll keep it in mind. Okay, so...
Yes.
Yeah, that's more. I'm going to. Well, I'm hoping that command gives people a plus,
Okay. So...
a plus on their armor rolls.
Yep. Well, it's more like it would give a modifier, a negative modifier to the...
Okay.
Okay.
That'll take. Just
This...
evasive fucking maneuvers.
So this one's gonna fire its Gatling gun. It's gonna fire full auto, but it's going to... Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry, meant to do that, I did that wrong.
That's terrifying.
Okay, so Riggs, Lyra, and Sanders take 3 damage. Or actually, first, roll me armor. It's gonna be halved, or... Actually, let's see. Let me look up for combat what different covers, what different cover can be. Okay, so... What kind of terrain do you think would be around you, realistically?
You said it was a tropical place, right?
Yeah, tropical place, I mean, you're still in a pretty, like... You're in a spaceport. The area surrounding you is kind of tropical rainforest, but...
Maybe like tree stumps.
Tree stumps or stuff.
Some probably a high fences around the power
So,
station.
I'll say +3 for that. So, give your armor +3 and then have it. Rounding up. So, like, if it's, say, up to 9, you only do -4.
4 then.
What? Yeah.
So -4, you mean?
Yeah, -4. Okay,
Wait, what?
you save all of the damage. You take none.
Wait, that's the wrong direction. It should have been
Oh,
-4.
Well, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. You still would get 1 success, so you only take 2 damage.
Okay.
Okay, so +3 rounded.
Half rounded.
Right,
Okay, so we
five
should
dice
have 5.
instead of-
So we should have 5 armor for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah,
Okay.
I missed the minus on mine.
It's okay. Yep.
that
Okay,
would
you
just be-
take no damage, Sanders.
Armor at -1.
Sanders just wiggles his booty, claps, and all of the rounds just float around, hit
Yep.
around him.
Exactly. Just making that ass clap. Okay, Lyra, you take 2 damage.
Yeah, that's not good for me.
Okay.
And just to say, the initiative has disappeared.
Oh, whoops, sorry, that's my fault. And then this second one is going to fire a...
Wouldn't it have already gone? Because it already blew up the vehicle depot.
That was before it came into the initiative, because that was basically them on their way in here.
Oh darn.
Sneak attack, basically.
Sort of. More like they're going, you know, like Mach 3, so... This one is
So
gonna...
my laser thing is still offline, right? We need to restart it.
Yeah, it's still offline. It's gonna be offline for another turn, which is 15 minutes. Unless you get it to run on its own power supply or hook it up to something, to an alternative power source.
Right, but it's at the top of ship services, so.
Yeah, so
Actually, it's
let's
at
see.
the top of the cargo center.
Yep, so let's see.
Yep.
This one is gonna fire... I'm gonna give it a -2, but it's gonna fire full auto with its Gatling cannon.
Is Things really want us dead.
This one I'm going to say is going to target Riggs, Leroy, and Henry. So each of you make me...
It's gonna be armor 5, so yeah, -1.
Okay, so Leroy, you take 2. Osborne, you take 3. And Henry, roll me 1 more dice.
Must not saved.
Okay, yep, no worries.
You said 1d6?
Yeah, just roll me another... Okay, so, yeah, you take 3.
I'm at that point to where maybe you're straining just enough to where you feel like you're about to break something.
Yep. Okay, let me check what's... Okay, so... Speed. These things are... Because they're in flight, so... They... As they're firing, they're still moving, so, like... They've gotten to about here when your initiative starts. So, Leroy, what are you going to do?
I would like to shoot my RPG at, I guess this one.
The one on the right? Okay,
Yeah.
so -1 for range, but +2 because you're aiming. So, show me potato salad. Okay. It takes all 5. Roll me a d6. 5? That is... engine disabled.
Direct hit, boss.
Just
reminder,
blast
So,
Everyone who took
it's gonna have to
into
make a
battlefield.
controlled landing,
30,
or...
34.
So... Yeah, its engine is disabled. It's gonna have to... It's gonna basically have to make a controlled landing.
Say, as a reminder, everyone who took damage should increase their stress.
Oh yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Which, did Sanders take any damage?
He did not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. My booty clapped all of the rounds around me.
Okay. Henry, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna aim and fire the sharp at the one on the left.
Okay, so +2 -1 because it's medium range.
So +1.
Yep.
And I assume I can actually do that. It's not beyond long range, correct?
Yeah, it's not beyond long range, so you're good.
But we're shooting a plane with basically a dart gun.
Dart gun with grenades taped to it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm guessing you're putting that all into damage?
All into damage.
Okay, so that'll be
Hell yeah.
3 damage, and then roll me 9 base dice. Okay, so it does 3
Glancing
damage.
hit.
Yep, it does 3 damage. And because you got a direct hit, it is armor piercing, so... Okay, so it succeeds on 1, it only takes 2 damage, so because it doesn't take half of its health or more, it does not suffer component... Sorry, it does not suffer component damage. Lyra, it's your turn.
Can I put the turret down and get to cover? With that eat up my actions?
I think that would be... Putting the turret down would be a slow action, but it might actually be one of those things that takes longer to set up, so I'd imagine that would probably take a full turn.
I think I'm gonna try to seek cover in
Okay.
the power station.
Okay, go ahead. You can go inside. Okay.
And then if possible, I would set my turret up, but if I need to wait to use it, that's fine.
Yeah, if you want to, like, say, start that, although if you're inside the power station, then you can't really set it up outside the power station.
Gotta shove it out the door.
Oh yeah. Okay. Riggs, you're still fixing the? You're still fixing the power station, or was that someone
That's
else?
the question. Should I continue fixing it, or should I fight back for now? 'Cause
Well, I'd say you might be able to make like a single slow action per round, but like you won't be able to aim, for example, because.
I mean, I do have the weapon specialist bonus, so to mitigate that. So
Okay, so go ahead. Tell me which one you're aiming for.
which one already took damage?
Both of them have taken damage.
Okay.
The one on the right is taking more damage.
The one on the right is going down. The one on the left is not.
As far as you know, yeah.
I mean, if it's going down, do I really need to focus on it then? Or I guess even if the engine's failing, it could still shoot us. So yeah.
Yeah, whichever you think's better.
Yeah, I aim at the one that had his engine knocked out.
Okay.
Or just one aim. I'll just shoot at it.
Yep. So it's at a
range?
-2 because you're at long range.
Right.
Okay,
Well.
that is you're putting that all into damage.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be 5 damage. You did as much damage with your heavy pulse rifle as Leroy did with his rocket. Roll me component damage.
Which one is that?
Just 1d6.
I like the 6.
Okay, that is fuel explosion. So roll me 9 base dice. Okay. Okay, he is not on fire, but these things are also elevation. He also suffers 3 damage from crashing violently, so he takes all 3. So the thing crashes over right about here. And the pilot is clambering out. Okay.
Sanders is going to scooch on over here.
Okay.
And how far is that?
Yeah, look at zones. So like this, for example, is medium. This is long. This is extreme.
Well, Sanders ain't got any extreme weapons, so Sanders is just going to set Overwatch while hiding behind this
Okay.
for cover.
Let me double check what weapons this thing has. And what is the penalty for extreme range? I think it's -3. Let me see. Yeah, it's -3. So Sayax is going to aim at the interceptor, which is at, let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's extreme range. So it's going to be +2, -3. Let me double check. Yeah, this should have. Let me check what her ballistic skill is because I forgot to enter it. Okay, so Okay. So that is 6 damage. It takes all 6. 3. Severe spin. Okay, they succeed, but the thing is wrecked, and the pilot has to make a piloting roll. Or not piloting roll, he has to make an armor roll to see if how much damage he takes from the fall. Okay, he takes 1 damage. So... Okay, Leroy. Or, wait, it is, sorry, let me add these guys back into the queue because they... I'm gonna say... they hit the ground. Like, they go to ground. Leroy, what do you want to do?
I have to reload the RPG as a slow action, right? Or is it fast action?
It's a slow action.
Okay. Can I just move behind the building here and then reload?
Yes.
Alright.
Henry?
Both of these guys are at extreme or beyond extreme range, so I can't really do anything. I'm just gonna stand where I am in Overwatch.
Okay.
Probably preferencing that right corner.
Okay, Lyra?
I guess my turret is now useless in the spot it's in right now.
It happens.
So you've played Team Fortress 2 as an engineer, right?
Can I pick up the turret and move it like in Team Fortress 2?
I'll allow it just this once.
Need a dispenser here.
Just push it up to the street corner here.
Okay.
Then it can shoot at this guy, maybe.
Yep, what's the range on it? Because that's going to be medium, long, extreme. Yeah, it's extreme range that you're at right now.
Also, crap.
Well, you could
You
put
know
them on
what, if
Overwatch.
that's... Yeah, why not?
Okay. Riggs?
I guess I'll just keep repairing the lines.
Okay. Sanders, what do you want to do?
Sanders is gonna stay exactly where he is, with Overwatch still on.
Okay, and I'm going to say, for sake of argument, that these two Blackguard are going to take the same initiative as Sayax, so they are going to... This one's going to step out here, this one's going to step out here. They are at medium range. So for the one on the left, he's going to fire at that guy on the left. At a -1. So let's see what he gets. He takes all 3. 16. That is concussion. But he is down and out. Then the one on the right is going to do the same thing. And he misses. Okay, this guy on the left can't do anything. This guy on the right is going to get back up, and he's going to fire at the blackguard. He's going to fire full auto because he can't aim because he had to get up. Okay, the blackguard is... He's fine. Okay, Leroy, what do you want to do?
Alright, I've got extreme range on the RPG,
Yep.
so I can peek around the corner here and shoot at this guy.
Yep, so it'll be on a -3.
Alright. Aiming would be a +2, right? So
Well, if you
-1
have to
overall?
move, you can't aim.
Okay. Alright, still got a success.
Yep.
Shooting at a man with an RPG.
That's what I had in my hands.
Hey, it worked.
That's against the rules of my private Battlefield server.
Okay, he takes 4 damage. 65. That is pierced head. So the
Just
rocket...
blew his head off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say his head just evaporates in a pink mist.
You headshotted him with the RPG.
Yep, looks like
The
our
blackguard over
aircraft...
here is just like covered in little chunks of brain.
Yep. Some of the fragments of the skull have embedded themselves into his helmet.
It
Also
is like
in stress.
pinata of gore.
Okay, let's see. And that is the end of combat.
Looks like when pot of borscht explode.
Apparently this guy is going to come up to this guy here and just quickly snap his neck and then just return to the cargo center. Whoops, wrong guy.
The dead guy is truly floating.
Yep, there we go.
Guess I'll pack up the sentry gun.
Okay. And so...
You're gonna have to remove the token for me, I think.
Yep, no problem. And so, as you guys continue to work, everybody can get +1 health back as Riggs finally fixes the power station. And the particle beam phalanx comes back online. You watch as a series of fighters come in. The ones that aren't down by your air traffic controller are just blasted apart by the phalanx.
Good, we don't got a repeat of that.
I don't think power cable was coincidence, though.
You see
Looks
a dead
like it
space
was-
weasel over in the corner. It looks like it was shocked.
Space
may be-
weasels?
Trained space weasel.
This thing looks like a little
Sleeper-
smaller than the
Sleeper
ones I've
Agent
seen.
Space weasel? Is that something else you did at the orphanage?
What?
Yes, we have Space Weasel Circus.
Are you sure it wasn't Spice Weasels, Lyra?
Bam! Ring!
Weasels taste good boiled in spices.
Now that I can go with.
The air traffic controller's gonna chime in and say, Marines, we have a little bit of a problem. Could you get to the landing pad?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Which one?
Primary.
Thank you.
Let's head on over.
So as you get there, you see a transport is about to land, but the mob of people are basically panicked. There's chaos, and you have a feeling that this could get really bad really fast if something isn't done.
Franklin used his command to try and quiet the mob down.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna go at a plus. Well, okay, it's a mob, so we don't outnumber them.
Yeah, but you get the +1 for the glasses.
For the glasses, and we are armed.
That's true. So
I'm
plus
gonna go
2.
at +2.
What do you say to them?
So Franklin is going to shoot his gun in the air. Hopefully being much louder than the crowd. Now, settle yourselves down. Everyone will get out of here in a nice, orderly manner, or so help me God, we are going to put you in boxes ourselves and ship you the fuck out, along with all them nice, delicious, tasty frozen fish sticks.
They slowly, they hesitantly, but so slowly calm down.
All right.
And the transport lands and they start to load in. Now, I will be right back, just gotta go to the bathroom. But, talk among yourselves.
Everyone was just getting in line to get their fish stick rations.
I mean, yes, everyone was so super excited about the fish sticks.
It was positively ravenous for them.
Yep.
Whoever gets the deep void fish sticks is gonna eat them and just not even notice.
I
Did we
mean,
get-
I doubt the deep void even knows what fish tastes like.
But they know what dick tastes like.
Oh.
Actually, no, a dude who did fried rats. Henry says, I don't know who does fried rats.
Look. It's like, is this in character?
In character, yes.
I don't know, around
I mean,
Thanksgiving time.
don't knock fried rats. They're a little gamey, but get the oil and the seasoning right. They're downright tasty.
All
Now,
right.
You
don't
got
get me
homemade.
started on armadillo.
I'm back.
Those sons of bitches are worth the plague.
Yep, just gotta take my antibiotic real quick.
I was gonna say, around Thanksgiving, the Department of Natural Resources actually posted a recipe for squirrel pie.
Which Department of Natural Resources?
The Maryland Department of Natural Resources.
I
They're
forget
like-
that we're a southern state every once in a while.
That's
Hint,
awesome.
hey guys, trap some squirrels. There's a lot of squirrels. You might as well eat them.
Yep.
Unironically, if you cook it well, venison is like way better than most sausage or beef.
Huh.
Oh yeah, like the venison's good.
Yeah, it's real easy to overcook.
I
And if you
actually
overcook it, it's way
knew
too
a
tough.
family that legit would not eat any other meat than venison. They would literally go out to like Wisconsin or Minnesota for like 2 weeks out of the summer and just hunt deer, and then that was the meat that they had for the year.
Damn.
That's the thing. You bag one, and you end up filling a full freezer, and you can eat on that for
yeah.
like 6 months.
Yep. So that was the thing, was they knew a butcher up there, so like they'd bag 1 or 2 during bow season, and they had meat for an entire year.
Damn.
That's
Yeah.
funny. My great grandparents were both into bow hunting.
Well,
That's cool.
yep. I'm back.
Yes, you are.
So, the ship takes off. You guys estimate that you're about... it's been probably another 2 hours. So you've got about 6 to go. You can actually see
2
from
hours.
here. You can see the UPP forces fighting the USCMC past the rainforest on the island shore. But while you're waiting for the next transport to arrive, an apparent railgun strike hits the outer edge of the bluff, sending obsidian shards flying and creating a deep crater.
That crater slowly ooze.
No.
Good.
May want to get maintenance on that. Also, do any of us regain health?
I'll say yes, you're back up to full.
Yeah, it's been a couple hours.
Wonderful.
Yeah, 3 health is very squishy in this game.
True.
Yes.
6 health is still squishy. Especially whenever we keep getting guys with heavy pulse rifles getting 4 and 5 successes at a time.
That's true. Yeah, it gets rough.
Lyra, you need to learn how to take a bullet.
It is my next talent.
Well, if you need any help, I got plenty of experience.
I think we all have a lot of experience with taking bullets.
Well, I mean, like, it's on my CV. But I guess y'all would too, wouldn't it?
All right.
You lose reptile again.
No, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Just working on a
We're
separate...
kind of just waiting things out.
Yep, wait, I was just making an impromptu map that I think might help out. Just one...
Sanders is going to slowly go into his pocket and
He's
pull out a
frantically-
chicken wing. It's just kind of been in his pocket. Just start snacking on it.
So are there still lots of civilians just milling about this landing pad waiting for the next transport?
Yes. And you actually...
Hey, anybody know any good jokes?
Yep, so place yourselves. This is just kind of an extension basically to the right of where you were, so...
Yes, Kaiju Sanders again.
Big Sanders.
Okay, maybe not Kaiju size, but...
Yep, this isn't entirely to scale. I'd like to... Not... like
It's fine.
Yeah. But... yeah. So, yeah, basically the fighting between the bulk of UPP forces and the USCMC is kind of happening on the beachfront over here. But this is where you saw the kind of errant railgun strike hit down and create a little crater.
Well, now, that's, kind of shitty.
Yep. If you want, you can take a closer look just to see what it is, but you don't have to.
If they aim better, this could do real damage.
Hey, Riggs, that them critter there, it's not putting off any radiation, is it?
Yeah, I'll check it with the Geiger counter.
It is not.
Oh, good.
No, sure.
Good. They're not using dirty rounds.
Yep.
Good.
You- Yep. Someone make me an observation roll.
Yeah, I got it. Power of observation.
Okay.
It's a lot of observing.
Yep. You notice in the center of the crater, there appears to be a large, modified dead drop pod, like the ones you used on your previous deployment, but significantly bigger.
Colonel, that looks like some kind of drop pod.
So wait, you mean they were shooting soldiers down here?
And
Oh shit.
with a hiss, it starts to open.
Get ready.
I have bad feeling. Can I slap my turret down, or are we going to initiative first?
No, initiative isn't starting. And it gets out and just begins to... It seems to be just looking around the horizon.
Is that a void mech?
Does it appear to be the same kind of mech that we saw before?
Yes, it is the same design.
It's the crazy one with the guy
Oh,
going
shit.
berserk inside.
Be ready for anything.
You see a couple of UPP craft kind of flying over the beach, and it starts to fire at them, and it sends several just crashing to the ground. It appears that it has been deployed, from what you would guess, it's been deployed to keep the inbound UPP from landing forces on the plateau where the spaceport is. But yeah, as the next cargo or the next evacuation vessel comes in, it actually crosses the same field of vision as an incoming UPP fighter and seems to catch the mech's attention. And it just starts to fire at... It fires at the thing and it scares it off. The air traffic controller is going to say, "What the hell's going on out there? Why didn't the shuttle land?"
Oh, shit. We've got a slat problem out here. We're gonna try and solve it. Looks like some of the cavalry is a bit slow on the uptake of who's friendly and who's not.
Well, get it done sooner rather than later. How do you want to do this? There are a couple of options.
Lara, can your cannon see this thing?
Yes. Are you talking about the laser or the
Yeah, the
turret?
big cannon.
No, the particle beam phalanx? No.
I would say yeah, because I think the fuel tanks would be blocking it definitely.
Yeah,
Ah,
absolutely.
damn. That would solve it right quick.
Yep.
But my turret can target anything without IFF.
You note that this thing appears to have an IFF because it is registered as a Colonial Marines asset.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then. My turret will not shoot it
Well, shit.
unless I put it in manual mode, maybe. Or does it still have the IFF?
No, you'd be able to. Yeah, if you used it in manual mode. Now, yeah, you could if you can find a way to subdue her, lead her away from the spaceport. Any of those options would work.
We wouldn't be able to.
Could we try to reprogram it?
You'd have to get up, right up next to it. Hypothetically, you can do that.
But if things go wrong, we're getting stomped into a bloody pulp.
Yeah, potentially.
Okay.
You could
Lyra.
try to sneak up on it, like mobility versus observation.
Could we radio into the local blackguard guy? And ask him if he knows anything?
Now, Lyra, I'm going to tell you right here now. Now, I want you to go and try and sneak up, all squirrely-like, on that machine, and make sure that its IFF is actually turned on correctly, and that it actually pays attention to those dropships coming down to evacuate the passengers. Because it seems like it's not identifying friend or foe correctly at the moment.
All
Don't
right.
worry. We've
You'll
got your
make-
back.
Yep, you'll make...
If it turns around and shows any aggression, we will blow it the fuck up.
Okay, so make me a mobility roll with a +2. Do you want to push that?
Alright, let's do it again.
Okay. You sneak up on it successfully. It doesn't seem to have noticed you. It's still firing at UPP ships on the horizon.
Going to crawl and sneak around like a space weasel.
Okay. It has its back turned to you.
Alright, where's the port or panel or whatever to...
I'm gonna say it is on the back, like the back of the torso, somewhere.
You mean the switch is not in its butt crack?
You know what? Sure. There's a little port, a little round port, right between the, right in the back between the legs.
Like, do robots have butthole?
Because Sanders was just because the engineers have a really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
But why does it
Don't worry,
stink?
Yep. It smells
It
like...
only smells when you try and interface with it.
Yeah, it lets out a little bit of gas. That's where the, because it is fuel powered, so, it has to come out somewhere. Anyways, make me a
Cooled by
Comtech.
liquid methane.
Yep, make me a Comtech roll.
Any modifiers or just straight?
Just straight up.
Here goes nothing.
Okay, what do you want to do with those additional successes?
That's a good question. What are my options again?
Let's see. You can get +1 to a similar later related roll. You can not have to roll again for the same task in the future. You can show off. You can complete a task in half the normal time.
Let's go with I can save a success for another similar roll.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll do it in half the time.
Okay, so yeah, the thing kind of, it seems to shudder for a moment, and then, as if it's almost rebooting. And you could swear you hear the sounds of a pained moan coming from inside. But, yep.
I have changed targeting parameters to be more precise.
Yep. You see that this time when it fires at, it sees a friendly ship, it still aims at it, but the guns won't fire.
These deep void are terrible programmers.
All like lazy fucking programmers. I mean, literally, all you seemed like you had to do was throw a switch on his butt cheeks. Alright, we should radio back and let the ATC, let the tower know that we should be all good now.
Alright, sending the next ship down. And the Berserker unit starts to wander off towards the main fight. And we will return to this page. Ships are coming and going, And I'm going to say it's now been about 6 hours. You're almost done. But
I mean, we can relieve a stress point.
yeah, you can relieve all stress, or actually not all stress. You can relieve up to, I'll say 1 and 2 if you do banter.
I mean, yeah, we should definitely do some kind of banter.
Knock, knock.
Like, who's there?
Chicken.
Chicken who?
Bagok! Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Chicken 2.
Chicken 2 who?
Bagok! Knock, knock.
Alright, I'm not doing this anymore.
Wait, I want to know how it goes. I want to know what happens. Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad that I didn't say chicken? Because the chickens are now orange chicken.
Hell yeah. Alright.
That
So,
was a good one.
I thought
Robert,
the
did
Cobra was having a
UTP
stroke.
design all the robots?
okay, so,
Sports?
just as things seem to be going pretty well, you start to see something blinking over the horizon.
Oh no. What is that? Yonder on the horizon.
6 Crocodile series dropships are flying in. 2 of them get taken out by the air traffic controller and just crash. But she
Oh,
radios
good
to
Lord,
you,
that one just
out of
dual-wielded
ammunition.
now.
I don't have any more rockets.
Something about getting overwhelmed.
Yep.
Something,
Now-
something. Lara, can you shoot at one of them with your?
Well,
Big
funny
old
you should
gun.
mention that.
Oh no.
They've come from out of line of sight, and they fire their missiles, taking out your particle beam phalanx. It is now completely out of commission.
Oh no. That
Well,
was
there
where
you
all
go.
the civilians were.
I was about to say,
Yep, it's not... The missiles aren't blast, they're basically just enough to take it out of commission. And also keep in mind, those civilians have been evacuated by this point. You're just at the very tail end of the evacuation process.
Oh, good. So there's only a couple of people out on like the landing pad.
Yep, and they are going to start the landing process.
Well, shit, we better get in there and hope to high hell that we can fend these people off.
Yep. Now, the Blackguard, Sayax is going to fire her particle beam phalanx. At one of them. and misses.
Ooh.
Okay, do you guys want to start initiative now, or do you want to try and be crafty?
I would,
You should probably try to set up better first, I would think.
yeah, I would try and sneak up while they're landing and let the Blackguard fight them for a little bit.
Okay. So that's going to be... Who has the lowest mobility?
Well, Sanders has 5.
Okay.
Anyone else have anything lower?
Mine's 6.
Same.
5.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have traditionally had the lowest, so
Do you want to push that?
yeah, Sanders doesn't want his ass to clap. And clap it shall.
Well, let's see if they pick up on it.
I mean, we're kind of far outside of it.
They don't.
Oh, good job. They're too busy fighting to hear the clapping of my ass cheeks.
Yep. And so... Yep, you're gonna... A couple of these guys, where are you sneaking off to?
I mean, I would say we're supposed to be defending, so I'd want to try and sneak into around ship services and see if we can set up
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
to help ambush behind cover.
Okay. Yep. Sayax is actually gonna do kind of back off. And the Blackguard, it seems, got the same idea. So Sayax is gonna get out of her vehicle. And
How though?
what?
I'm just wondering why she would get out of it though.
To make herself less of a target. She might still use it, but move to where you want to be.
I would still say getting around ship services,
Okay.
hiding in cover.
Yep, so Sayax is going to say, she's going to say, come up to you and say, look, I know we didn't want to have to work together too much on this operation, but looks like things have forced us to that point. The UPP is the real enemy here.
4 fucking drop ships coming down, and who knows how many shits coming out of that. Seems like a good idea to at least rain a little bit of hell down on those bastards.
I'm
Now,
just gonna glare angrily at them.
I'll do whatever. We'll do what we can. Let's see what we can set up.
now, can you try and distract them with your vehicle?
Yes, I can.
Okay, now, if we can get them to land...
They already did.
Okay. Are there shore potteries coming out?
They are on their way out, yes.
Okay.
Each of them carries
Now.
a total of 15 soldiers.
If we can hit them with enough firepower just as they've come out, hopefully we can stand a chance.
All right.
If
So,
any of your guys have rockets,
let me see. None of...
just... No one has any more RPGs?
Nope. They have
Damn
some
it.
grenades, though.
Leroy still has 1 rocket.
I got some electroshocks.
Firebombs.
Well, that'll have to do.
Yep. And
I
you guys
suggest-
can... You guys can also kind of set up some cover, some impromptu cover, like or at least like, set up a position where you can have, I'll say, let's see.
Set up the turret.
Yep, I'll say you guys can get up to maybe 3 extra armor rating worth of cover if you guys take a turn to set it up.
I think that's a sound idea.
Okay. Why don't you draw kind of what angles you're having the cover set up from?
Hey, are the people at the security checkpoint?
Oh yeah, you can have them join you if you want.
I would actually say, no. You know what? Have like, yeah. Have Henry and Lyra go down, or maybe not Lyra. We're gonna have Henry.
I was thinking, or if I put my turret here around this corner and it aims out this way.
Yeah, that'd be good. Have you guys come down here to let the people in security checkpoint know to set up stuff. So like, have security people set up stuff like around there. We'll set up stuff around here.
Yeah, you're not gonna have too much time. Like, you basically got.
No, but enough to like cover us from the buildings.
If you want some thematic potential accuracy, we are directly next to a road. Since this place has a lot of rain, I would assume the ditches are probably pretty deep directly next to the road.
Oh yeah.
And which, even better, it might actually have some riprap in it, which is rock.
Yeah. So I'll allow that. So, anyways.
Yeah, we'll set up around the ditches.
Yeah. So, I'm not gonna put down all of the soldiers because 15 soldiers each. I'm not gonna put down that many fucking tokens.
That would
that'd be too many
60
tokens.
separate people.
Yeah,
Can you enlarge this turret token when you have a minute?
Yep. Okay. So.
I mean, you could just make really big soldier tokens.
True. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, like that, and that just will represent a squad.
Actually, no, that's 3 squads. I'm pretty sure.
Or yeah, it's it.
Because I'm pretty sure a squad is like 6 or 7. I can't remember now.
They'll be like slime enemies in a game. When they take enough damage, they split into smaller ones.
Yep, basically. That's how I'll probably handle it. Okay, anyways. So, are you guys ready?
Do we get to get a sneak attack on them?
Somebody roll me mobility.
Was anyone else coming down here? Oh wait, you were. I see.
Yep.
I was coming down here, so I'm assuming I should roll mobility.
Yep.
Flat?
Yep. Okay, they will roll observation. Okay, you guys get up. Now, I've realized that you can either, for sneak attack, you can't aim, because it's either a single fast or a single slow action. So if you want to fire, it will not be with aiming. Just so you know.
Alright.
So.
But I would say let's unload a fuck ton of stuff on them. And then hope we get good initiative on them.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
I'm just going to say, I assume I talked with the guys at the security checkpoint about stuff.
Yeah, now, you get the feeling that while they are, like, spaceport security, they are basically bargain basement, and they took these jobs just so they could sit behind a desk. They did not expect to be facing invading armies. So, you have a feeling that they're not going to be much help in a firefight, even if they do have weapons.
Then I guess I should ask, is there a basement to the security checkpoint?
No, unfortunately not.
I'll knock over a filing cabinet and just, I don't know, stay on the ground.
Okay.
That's all I can really suggest.
Yep. Yep.
Xander shot off the first round.
Okay, which group are you going to fire it into?
Let me switch back. This one.
This one? Okay.
Didn't make a sound.
Yep.
Oh,
Roll.
it did make.
Yep, I heard it. Yep, so roll me last power 9. Show me potato salad.
I'm hoping to turn them into it.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 2 damage. So, how do I want to handle this?
All our grenade damage rolls are bad.
They always kind of have been, unless we're doing like 7 at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guaranteed 15 damage.
Okay, so 2 of them take 2, and 3 of them take 1. We'll get into the logistics of it when you start to break them up enough that they, where it's more realistic for me to start putting individuals on the board.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, be a little bit less granular than 60 individual people.
Yeah. I'm not going to bog myself down like that. Okay. Go ahead.
All right.
Who's going next?
I'm going to shoot the sharp at the very southmost of guys.
Okay. That is going to be medium range. So
that's going to be -1.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's going to be 2 damage. Now roll me 9 base dice. Okay, so that's a total of 3 damage.
Yep.
So it's going to do 3 damage to one guy, at least. That guy is going to... So the guy you targeted takes 2. Then... Let's see. One other guy takes 1, but the others are protected by their armor.
For crying out loud, I want these people's rolls.
Okay, who's going next?
I will go next.
Okay, what are you going to do?
I'm just gonna say as soon as I flip the turret switched on, it's gonna open fire at the first group of guys closest to me.
Okay.
I'm gonna let the turret do the shooting.
Okay, so it's going to be at a -1 because medium range.
Just really want to hear the turret sound I made.
Me too. Oh, Oh, that's supposed to be a hybrid. Did you not? Because you're supposed to roll with using the weapon. You just rolled.
Oh shit, I've rolled the wrong thing.
Yep, so...
I rolled,
Yeah, you just rolled flat range combat, but...
yeah.
Yep. So it'll be a -1, but yeah, roll again. Okay, that is 5 damage. Are you going to fire at full auto, or...
Oh yeah, I should have said that first.
Okay, so...
Well, we can just split it anyway.
Yep, so do you want to do 4 damage to 2?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. So... Those 2 are going to roll armor. Okay. One of them dies, and are you going to say that one of the ones you targeted took damage from someone else as well?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay, so I'll say you kill 2 of them. So let me just...
wonder why the sound didn't work for me.
Huh. Must be on your end, because I heard it. I'm just putting numbers next to them so we remember how many are by each. Okay, who's next?
I heard it too.
Who's
I'm
next?
gonna reload.
I guess me. Not
Okay.
sure if there's anyone else.
Yep, what do you want to do?
Give me a sec.
I would think fire bombs would be appropriate.
Yeah. The question is if I want to actually move up or not, because I'd be putting myself in danger.
Well, you can't move because that would be your sneak action.
Oh, right. I guess.
So, you would be at long range, or actually, yeah, medium, long. Yep, you'd be at long range.
I'm back.
I'll let those guys in the back there.
Yep, these ones here, yeah, they'd be at long range, so it'd be -2.
Oh, I had the tab muted for some reason. That's why I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, roll me 12 base dice.
Come on, big numbers.
Tom, show me potato salad. Okay, that is 3 damage.
Average, at least.
True. Okay, let's roll. Okay, all of them at least take 1, so this token is going to be on fire. At least during the next turn. Okay. Leroy, I think you're the only one who hasn't gone yet.
Yeah. Can I fire my RPG at the very far back one at extreme range?
Yes, it'll be at a -3.
Okay.
You miss.
Ugh.
Can I push?
Yes. There we go. That's 7. Okay, he takes 5, and one of them is dead. So there we go. Now we
That's a
roll
lot of guys.
initiative.
So since my sentry's on automatic mode, should it get initiative too?
It'll go at your initiative.
Okay.
It won't take your action, though, unless you're actually controlling it.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm gonna deal 5 to myself. The first 4. Whoops. The first 4 to are gonna be from top to bottom for the UPP fellows, and then the last one is gonna be for the Blackguard. Okay. Let's see. So 14, 23, 21,
Well, it was nice knowing y'all.
15.
They're not going that fast. Blackguard might be able to take them out.
Okay.
Ooh.
How many is that? 57 of them?
Well, keep in mind you don't have to do you don't have to be in a straight up firefight. It's up to you.
If I could just
Sanders.
leave my turret and try to run the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's up to you. You guys can try and hide around and stuff. Like you can do kind of
Yep.
guerrilla type fighting, like, you know, shoot from a position, go to cover and hide, go to another position. That sort of thing.
We're walking around.
Leroy, you got a 9. Osborne, you got a 29. And Lyra, you got a 4. Okay.
Yep.
So the Blackguard are going first. So Sayax is going to pull up her hover tread and is going to aim at this group. She's going to fire her... She's going to aim and fire the dual smart gun turret full auto. So that's going to be... That's going to be +2 for aiming, -1 for range. So that'll be 3. And that's going to kill off one of them. Whoops. Okay, and then this Blackguard is going to move beside you. This one's just going to do the same. Or actually, they would have to move like right about up here to be able to see. They're going to fire at this group. That's going to be long range. Yep, long range. So they can't aim. But they're going to go full auto to take care of that. Okay, first one. Second one. Okay. So they're going to do 3 damage to 2 different... each of them are going to do 3 damage to the same 2 fellas. So 6 damage to 2 guys. Okay, he takes 5 and is dead. He takes 6 and is dead. So 2 of them from this group are dead. Lyra, it is your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna let the turret have a go at the first group again.
Okay, so -1 for... Are you going to fire through the turret, or do you want to fire your own weapon and let the turret also fire?
I'm gonna let the turret shoot on its own.
Okay, so it can't push, and it can't... It won't get a bonus for doing full auto, so... So it'll just be flat. -1, actually, because of range. Okay, that's 4 damage to 3.
Alright, and then I will shoot with my...
Okay, let me first see what happens with these guys. Okay, 2 more go down.
Alright, they're gonna do full auto with the pulse rifle.
Okay, add 1 stress, and it'll be +2. If you're aiming, it'll be +4, -1, so +3.
Alright, -3 then.
No, +3.
Oh, +3, my bad.
Yep. Okay, roll me panic. Okay, you keep it together, but you will have to reload your pulse rifle next turn. Or next round. So,
Gotcha.
How do you want to distribute those? You could do 3 damage to 2.
Yeah, let's do 3 damage to 2 then.
Okay.
No, I'll be right back. Laundry.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so one of them takes 2 damage, one of them takes 3. So let me note that down, because none of them died from that attack, but I'm going to put, okay, 1, and, no, sorry, okay. Leroy.
Okay. Guess I'm gonna try and shoot at this group.
Okay.
Pulse rifle.
With your pulse rifle?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Or
going to
my
be...
smart gun, sorry.
Okay, so that's going to be... You can't see
I'm
them
gonna go-
from where you are, so you'll have to move up.
Oh, okay. I forgot I didn't move earlier.
Yep, so... Yeah, you can see them from there. So you're going to be at long range, so that'll be -2, but if you're going full auto, it'll be a +2.
Yeah.
Do you have the weapon specialist talent for the smart gun?
I do not have weapon specialist, just machine gunner.
Okay, yeah, so... So it'll be -2 +2, so flat overall.
Alright, fine. 1 success.
Yep, so... The full auto didn't really come into effect since you only got 1 success, but... Okay, one of them has taken 3 damage. That's just to note that one of them is taken... Okay, so... This group... I'm gonna give them basically just to represent the extra guys, rather than rolling 15 or 14 times separately. I'm just gonna give them a bonus for kind of weight of fire. They're gonna move... They're gonna move up. Let me just get rid of that. And then that. Oops. They're gonna fire at Sanders, and they're gonna get a +3 overall. Because, yeah, range, but there are 14 of those guys firing, so chances are.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to be 3 damage. You have +3 for cover.
Yes. +3 for cover.
Okay, so you take 1.
Alright. All out of stress.
Yep. Now, this next group,
They're on fire.
yep, they have to make a mobility roll. Okay, they succeed. They're also going to fire at you.
Not gonna fire at the blackguard.
Okay, roll me armor against 2 damage. You're closer, so they're basically just firing at the closest target.
Luckily, they don't have armor piercing.
Okay, you took 1, so another stress.
Yep.
These guys are gonna fire at you. Or actually, These guys are going to fire at... Yeah, they're going to fire...
Upper tank.
They don't have the weaponry to effectively target a vehicle, but... Wait a minute. Let me see something. They're actually they're gonna come up here. And they're going to throw several grenades at you. I'm going to say that's going to give them blast power of... I'm going to say 15 blast power total. So 15 base dice.
Jeez.
If it turns out to be way too much, I'll turn it down to 12. Nope, it's fine. So each of you in that zone, make me an armor roll. I will roll for the Blackguard.
Here, right?
Yep, everybody in the same zone as Sanders. Okay. Sanders, you take...
Oh. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to roll with pluses.
Yep.
Because we got the stuff.
So the Blackguard commanders took 3.
That's better. I like that roll.
Okay, yeah, so you're fine. Leroy, you take 1.
Okay.
And then Sanders, you took how many? You took 1? And if you
Wait,
took...
Leroy, you're supposed to roll at +3 also.
Oh, yeah, he did. He rolled first, and then he rolled the 3 additional, so...
Right, okay.
Yep, he takes 1 damage.
Yeah, I'll take 1 damage again.
Yep. And increase your stress level. Okay, and then the final group, they're going to throw a grenade, or a set of grenades, at Lyra and the vehicle.
And the turret as well, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
Don't worry, those extra successes don't matter on the...
Hey, right, it's the blast power roll that's... Oh.
That's 4. Make me an armor roll. Remember, you get a +3. Okay, you take 2. Now make me an armor roll for your sentry gun.
Oh, what's the armor supposed to be for it?
I'd imagine it'd be relatively lightly armored, so probably armor 4.
Or is it even supposed to have armor because it has 10 health?
Oh yeah, it might actually not have armor. Probably doesn't.
Alright, I'll just take the 4 damage on it then.
Okay. And then the vehicle. The vehicle doesn't get the benefits of cover because it's a vehicle. It takes all of it, and that is more than half of its normal total health, so let's roll on the vehicle damage table.
God, don't explode next to me.
5. That is engine disabled. So it just kind of goes meow, and sinks to the ground. Okay, Sanders.
Yeah. So Sanders is not going to aim, but he's going to shoot his incinerator at this group.
Okay.
And that's at medium range.
Yep, so -1.
It's -1.
Yep, -1 for range, so. Okay, make me a panic roll. Okay, 8.
And I have nerves of steel.
Okay, so you're fine, but you will have to reload your flamer next turn. That is going to be a total of 3 damage.
Yep. And I think for my fast action, I'm able to. Okay, and I'm able to. Am I able to?
To what?
I didn't even roll fire intensity.
Oh, yeah, roll fire intensity. Because that's going to be 3 damage normal, so they take... A couple of them take 3. Okay, so that is going to be a total of 6. I'm going to say 3 of them die, so this group is down to 10. And they will be on... They'll have to roll for fire on their next turn.
Cool, and for my fast action, I'm going to seek cover, so can I scooch down a bit?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, Henry, what do you want to do?
Is that dropship technically still there?
Yeah, technically it's still there, I guess, for now.
Nah, that didn't work out for me last time. Actually, is it? Would you consider it in the same zone as the? Well, yes, that other group there.
The one in the back?
Yeah.
Yep. This one is in the same zone as this group here, the one with 14.
All right, I would like to shoot at that drop pod, or not drop pod.
Yeah, the
drop ship there.
Okay,
with
so
the,
that'll be long range, but it is a large target. So let me see.
So flat.
Large target is +2. Yeah. So long range -2. So yeah, flat. Okay, roll me blast power. Okay, I'm gonna say that is 4 damage. And I'm gonna say that takes out 3 of them. Because I don't feel like making a whole bunch of unnecessary rolls, so this will be down to 11.
I get you. Now, what does it do to the dropship?
Let's see. Because that is 4 damage.
Because that's what I'm going for here.
Yep. Because that is, let's see. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is armor piercing because you hit the dropship directly. So it takes 2.
Dagnabbit.
So yeah, not nearly enough to do component damage, but
Ah, well, a man can try.
yeah. Okay, Riggs, what do you want to do?
I'll light another group on fire, I think.
Okay.
That little deck there.
Yeah, and this time you can aim, so
I'd rather move out of the zone so we don't get nade spammed again, so I think I won't.
okay, so it'll be -2 for long range.
Yep.
Okay, make me a panic roll. Okay, you're fine. Now roll me 12 base dice.
1, 3 successes. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that takes out 3, and they the rest, the token will be on fire. So
Now I shall move backwards.
okay,
Let's see, how far can I actually move?
you can move either into an adjacent zone or anywhere within the same zone. So that'll be.
There we go.
How many was in this token? It was full, right? So that'll be 12
Yeah.
now. Okay. Okay, the blackguard. So these guys, this first one is going to aim and fire full auto at this group. So that'll be -1, but +4, so... Okay, that's going to take out another... I'm going to say just another 1. Then the one next to him is going to do the same thing. He's not able to take out another one. And then Sayax is going to clamber out of the vehicle because its engine is dead. It can't really do much. She won't be able to aim. But she will fire her pulse rifle. It'll be at a -1 though. And she manages to take one down. Lyra, it is your turn.
I'm gonna leave the turret to shoot on its own, but I will fall back and reload my gun.
Okay.
I think I want to fall back into the terminal.
It's up to you.
Is this doctor still here? Or did
Yeah, she's still
she
there.
evacuate?
Or actually, she actually probably would have evacuated by now.
Yep.
Okay, I was gonna tell her to go and get the people in the tower and say get ready to evacuate, but
Well,
that's
you have direct comms to the air traffic controller, so
oh, okay.
if you want to do that as free
Yeah, that's a
action,
good point.
if you want to do that as free action, you can.
Yeah, I'll just fall back for now and reload. I think they can wait a little bit longer up there.
Okay. Leroy, it is your turn.
Oh, my turret's gonna shoot though.
Oh, yeah, so go ahead and do that.
Alright, so I'm doing full auto again.
Yep, so it'll be +2, -1. Or actually, you don't get bonus for full auto for the sentry turret, so it'll just be a -1.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll armor for this one, so we're gonna roll 4 armor. Because I'm guessing you want to do 4 damage against 4 of them.
Yep. God damn.
Hurt be savage.
Okay, you kill 3.
Somehow you hear a laugh from Lyra you've never heard before, and I sound exactly like a heavy weapons guy from Team Fortress.
Nice.
Do you sound like Heavy Weapons guy or do you sound like Kafka?
Okay, this group is going to...
No,
Excuse
it's fine.
Leroy.
Oh, whoops, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
Okay. Can I see this group from where I'm at?
Why don't we draw a line of sight?
Where?
It does not look like it.
Yeah.
You'd have to move a little bit, because... Or actually, yeah. You know what? I'll allow it because the group is kind of the token is an abstraction.
Yeah.
Now make
Okay.
it... Yeah, decide what you want to do, and I will be right back. Gotta go to the bathroom again.
Because I want to aim and... I want to be able to aim and or full auto them. Try and thin some ranks before they get up on us.
Thematically, if you want to be really specific, say that you can only hit like 2 of them that are peeking out across the northern side of that barricade. That would be what I would do at least.
I just have a feeling we're gonna have to fall back because these guys are gonna overwhelm us with grenades.
Keep running? Yeah.
I feel like realistically, this whole region here would be like everybody's taking turns kind of poking out of cover and shooting,
Oh yeah, completely.
in flux. So I don't feel like, my token is really here. I feel like it's really here, but trading at certain times with other.
Yeah.
All right.
I've seen that actually in real life in multiple cases. You got guys in both Ukraine and the sandbox, just a bunch of guys hanging out behind a building and just taking turns shooting guns out at a squad,
Nice.
Yeah.
something like that.
So what did you decide you want to do?
All right, so I want to aim and full auto my smart gun.
Okay, so it'll be +3 -1, or +4 -1, so +3.
+3. Let's go.
You want to push that?
I get 1, so I don't think I can.
I will allow you to push it, but you'll have to roll 1 less base dice. Because you're basically rolling all of the dice that aren't successes. So you could actually roll basically just 12, 13, 14, 12 base dice, and then 3 stress dice.
Alright, let's try it.
Leroy has
base.
weak screen.
12 base and 3 stress.
Yep. Okay, so that's another... Yep, that's 2 successes, and then let's see what you get on your stress dice.
Do I roll them as stress dice? I guess so.
Yep, just roll 3. Okay, so you don't panic, which is good. So how do you want to
And
divvy up those 3 successes?
I want to do, hit 2 guys and then swap their initiative with the last one.
Okay, so 3 damage to 2. I'm going to say that kills one of them. And then who do you want to swap their initiative with?
I guess it's my initiative, right? Usually?
Yep, so your initiative is 9, so you can choose to do that. So they would get initiative 9.
Now we get 21, so I would go again before they went again.
Yep.
And so would the rest of the...
Yep, so they would get... Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's do that, because then Sanders would go again before them, and
Okay. 21.
that would...
9.
token is that?
Okay.
Riggs, I think. Yeah, Riggs would go again before them.
Okay, now it's these guys. They are going to move up, and they are going to fire full auto at the Blackguard. That said, they might be able to hit you, Leroy. They won't be able to hit Sanders because he's behind. He's too far behind cover, but let's see what they get. For full auto, they're going to get a +5.
I just realized my turret maybe should get 3 armor because it was behind that cover
Oh,
we
yeah.
set up.
Okay, that is 3
I'm adding it for
damage.
This next one.
They're going to do 3 to each. So... one on the left takes all 3. The one on the right takes just 1. So, the one on the left loses his ear. One on the right just takes 1 damage and he's okay.
For the rest of the battle, he's just screaming, "What?"
Yep. What did you say? What are they selling? Okay, this group are gonna fire at Henry.
The guy put Black Hawk down.
Yep.
Yay, I'm finally being targeted.
they're
Wait a
actually
sec.
if they're actually gonna move up, and they don't, because they've been put down so much, like reduced their number so much, they're not gonna get the +3. They're gonna get just like a +1.
What's their leadership? Do they need to roll for morale?
No, unfortunately not.
Damn.
They should at least get +3 stress.
Okay, roll me your armor with +3. Okay, you just take 1 damage, so also increase your stress level by 1, obviously.
Yep, one of the bullets hits some of the riprap, ends up sharding off and hitting me in the face.
Yep, just leaves a minor scrape, but otherwise you're okay.
Yep, a little bit of something in my eye, nothing bad.
Yep. Okay. Leroy, it's your turn again.
Yes. Once again, full auto aiming.
Okay, so that's going to be +3 overall.
I don't need more stress, so we're just gonna.
Okay.
I mean, remember, y'all have nap relief that you can use at any time.
It's true.
Okay, one of them takes 3 damage, but he's not down. Okay, this group needs to make a mobility roll. They fail, so Riggs, since you fired the firebomb, roll me 13 base dice.
Oh boy.
That was your chance.
Okay, that's another 2 damage.
The Disco Inferno.
But it fails to cause any damage this turn, so the fire goes out. But these guys are going to move forward. And they are going to full auto into the remaining blackguard.
I do believe whatever noise I just heard is actually quite accurate as to the current situation.
Yeah. Okay, let's
I
see.
still like my acoustic bass.
Yeah, so that's going to be... They're still in pretty good shape, so it's going to be plus... It'll actually be +5. Or no, +4, because -1 for range. Okay, they're going to do 2 damage to you, Leroy, and they're going to do 2 damage to the blackguard, so roll me armor.
Do I get any bonus for the building here?
I'm going to say not right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you take 2, and add 1 stress, and the Blackguard Commando is 22. That is broken toes. So he collapses on the ground, clutching one of his feet. Okay, Sanders, what do you want to do?
Sanders is going to reload his flamer,
Is that it?
and then he's gonna back the fuck off.
Okay. You can also get into the building if you want.
Ooh, actually, could I sneak up in like here, be in a
You'll have
different zone?
Yeah,
than
you'll have to
everyone
make me a
else?
mobility roll if you're trying to, like, avoid detection. But it'll be at a +2 because it's loud. It's already really loud right now.
I'm good.
Okay. so let's see. Yeah, they don't notice. Okay, Henry, it's your go.
Is there any way I can dash or go towards the alleyway into which Lyra is currently nearby?
Yeah, you can move up to 2. Depends on whether or not you want to fire.
I would like to fire, yes.
Yeah, so you can move up to here.
Up to there, that's about where I'm trying to get to.
Okay, yeah, so move there.
I guess there probably more accurate.
Yep. And then,
And then I'm just gonna just straight shoot the smart again at him.
okay, so yep. Roll me at a -1. Unless you just
Guess-
want to target the zone. If you don't want to directly target anybody, you can just fire it automatically.
I would like to target just for the sake of potential armor piercing.
Okay, yep, go ahead. -1.
Due to range, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Just asking
Yep,
curiosity.
just due to range.
Yep.
Okay, roll me blast power 9. Okay, that's 4 damage to 1, and then I'm going to say 4 damage to everybody in that, so... But it's only armor piercing to 1, so let's see what happens to that first guy. Okay, so 1 is dead. Then let's see.
You just stick him right through the eyeball.
Okay, now we can actually roll for all of them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, one of them, the one you hit dies, as do another 2. So, rather than this big token... Oh, whoops. That might actually remove them from initiative. Looks like it did. But I'm pretty sure they were 15. So...
Yeah,
There-
they were 15.
As that is the one that is absent, I would assume correct.
Yep, so...
Yay, they have now become somehow more dangerous.
I mean, they're still going to be controlled all at once, so...
Yes, but that's going to be 3 guns firing at me rather than 1 gun at a +1.
Nah, I'll roll it to make it fair.
Well, thank you. That's much appreciated.
Well, otherwise it would kind of be... I mean, the whole point of
we
this
would
is to
have
be...
been fucked.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But you just killed, That was pretty good. Okay, Riggs, what do you want to do?
Let's see. Guess I can aim and shoot at these guys.
Okay. It'll be at a -2 for range. But +2 for
Okay.
aiming, so cancels out.
Yep.
If I may suggest for next turn, a grenade if you have one. Even though
I only
know
have
you
2 firebombs left, and I'm not sure what else you're gonna be facing, so...
do. Okay, good point.
You get a feeling, cosmically, that this might be a finale if this were some sort of tabletop role-playing game.
Well...
Finale. Boom.
Bum,
Well,
bum.
I still want to shoot them with my gun that I put bonus points into, so...
Fair.
I'll do that
Oh, yeah,
now,
so
and next turn I will...
you'll get a +2 because you have weapon specialist, so...
Yeah,
Okay,
I wasn't
3.
saying do that now. I was just saying.
Are you full autoing, or...
Oh. No, I guess not.
Okay, so that's going to kill a guy. So that's going to
Yep.
bring this group down to 11. Blackguard, except for Sayax, who is going to fire full auto, aim and fire full auto at these guys here. She's gonna hit the nearest one. And let's see how much it does. Okay, takes all 3. Okay, Lyra, it's your turn.
I'm gonna let the turret shoot at these 3 guys,
Alright, go ahead.
and then I'll decide what I do with my actions after that.
Okay, yep. It's -1 due to range, but... I'm guessing you want to do 4 to all 3?
Yep.
Okay.
So I think
Show
I'm gonna
me
shorten
potato
that
salad.
entry sound.
I'm pretty sure what we have set up here is a bit of a death canyon.
That was the plan. Huh?
So yeah, very much a good call on the turret
Yep, let me see. So, these 2...
and for the security checkpoint.
Okay, 12 and 45. 12 is stunned. 45 is bleeding gut. So he will have to make an immediate... The one on the left has to make a stamina roll. He succeeds against... Yep, he's fine. Well, not fine. He's broken, but yeah, they're not dead. They're just,
Then the last guy took 2 damage.
He took 3.
Okay, hey, you're right. I'm gonna move up next to Henry and shoot at this guy without
Aiming? Okay, so -1. Okay, what weapon are you using?
Oh shit.
You can roll with...
Alright.
I'm guessing you're using a pulse rifle?
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see... Show me potato
Want me to roll
salad.
again, or?
I think we're good.
Okay.
I guess not. He doesn't take any damage.
Motherfucker.
I was not expecting that.
Bounce.
Okay, this group, they have to make a mobility roll. Oh, wrong one. Okay, that was you, so roll me 8 base dice. Or, no, 10 base dice, because the incinerator unit is fire intensity 9. Okay, that's 2. So, let's see. Okay, a couple of them still take damage. I'm gonna say none of them... I'll say one of them dies. And they are still on fire. Okay, this group are going to...
A man of culture, I see. You cross your 7s.
Yep. These guys are going to move forward. And
I made a big mistake coming out of cover, didn't I?
they're going to fire a full auto.
I do have a story point.
Okay, that is going to be 4 against Sayax, Henry, and Lyra, as well as your turret. So, each of you make me armor +3.
Yeah, I'm totally fucked.
Okay, so you take 2, Henry.
How much does 2 to each of us?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, 2 to each of you. Right, because I forgot it was full auto. Yeah, so it does 2 to each of you.
So that means I take
Wow.
no damage.
Yep, you take
Thank
no
God.
damage. Sayax takes 1.
Now,
Okay.
Lyra, this is why we wear armor in this job.
Okay, so the sentry gun takes... Oh, yeah, the sentry gun doesn't take any, because it only got 3 successes, so they got 2 per target. Okay, 15. This guy is going to aim and fire at you, Lyra. It's going to be +1, or +2, -1. Okay, make me an armor roll. +3 again. Okay, you take 1 damage. Make me a critical injury roll. Unless you want to use
Can
your
I
story.
story point it?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay. Leroy.
Should Leroy gun down his enemies or retreat to a more defensible position?
If you don't aim, you can still run.
Not with a big hole in my leg.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah, for him, moving is a slow action. Because of
Oh, right. I forgot.
Leroy's down to 2 health and he's got 17, 18 guys coming up on him. I think he has to retreat to the building.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep.
Okay. This group are going to move forward. And they're going to target Riggs.
Crap.
Okay, that is going to be 4 damage. Roll me armor +3. Or, you're actually not behind special cover, so just roll me armor.
So,
Okay, you take 2.
where's our
increase your
extraction
total by 1.
location?
The landing pads.
Well, we're gonna have a great time getting there now.
Well, I mean, they're not exactly in your way. Okay, Sanders, it's your turn.
Shoot. I was hoping that they would both stay in the same zone. You know what? Since I have reloaded my flamer, I'm gonna attack these guys
Okay.
without aiming.
Okay, so make me ranged combat. Or make me the roll with the flamer. That is 2, 3, 4, 5. Now roll me 9 base dice on top of that. Okay, so it does 5. I'm gonna say that kills 2 of them. And they will be on fire.
Cool. And Sanders is gonna dip.
Which direction?
Sanders is gonna try and come down this way.
Okay. Yeah, you can go up to one zone. Okay. And then, let me add a marker to remind myself that these guys are on fire. Okay, Henry, what do you want to do?
That is a good question. Do we have any sort of consensus as to whether or not we should probably be leaving, or are we trying to kill all of these guys?
I would say
I'd vote
keep-
retreat.
Yeah, let's shoot and then back the fuck up.
I'm
Try
going
to
to
stay in
do.
cover.
I'm going to do that.
Yep. The air traffic
I'm just
controller tells you that the cavalry is on their way. So,
Then I would like to shoot without aiming, and then I will be moving into cover behind the building.
okay, so that'll be a -1. Where are you targeting the group here?
Yes, the one on the... Those are in 2 different zones. That is a good point. I'm going to shoot the one that has 11 people as opposed to 1.
Okay, so, yeah, -1.
Wait, no. That would be a terrible idea.
Okay,
Yeah, nah, just to get one, because they fire separately. I'm going to shoot the one guy remaining left.
okay, go ahead. -1.
Is that technically long? Oh, medium range, not
Yeah,
long. Sorry,
yeah,
yes.
because they're in a neighboring zone.
For some reason, I thought neighboring zone was short. I don't know.
Yep, same zone is short. Okay, make me blast dice, blast power 9, roll me 9 base dice. Okay,
Says 4 damage minimum to that guy specifically.
okay, well then he is broken regardless of what his armor is, so that is 31. Oh man, so close. Broken nose. Just, if we just gotten the one more on that D66, we would have had a crotch hit.
That would have been terrible.
Yep, imagine getting a fucking, like, a dart grenade just hit you right in the balls. Okay, Riggs, what do you want to do?
They're already on fire. I guess I'll move into the building over there.
Okay. That all you want to do?
Let's see, actually.
Could shoot and move.
Yeah.
Without aiming.
Yeah. Oh wait, they have to stay in neighboring zone. So there we go. The medium range. I'll try to incinerate those 11 guys.
Okay. Make me your ranged combat.
So that'll be medium -1.
Make me 12 base dice. Okay, that is 3 successes.
Making up for lost time, not having not used these before.
That's going to kill 2 of them. They're going to be on fire. Okay, Sayax is going to... aim full auto. Heavy pulse rifle, so... That's going to be... She's going to do 4 damage to 2 of them. Okay, that kills 2. Lyra, it is your turn.
I'm going to fall back to the terminal.
Okay, you're gonna go into the building?
Yep, and then I'm gonna radio to the people in the tower.
Tell them to get down.
Get ready to evac. Come to the terminal and stay down.
On our way. Right behind you. You hear Maitland's voice. Okay.
And then the sentry gun is going to
Yep, so...
attack the closest group.
Yep, -1.
Oh, that's weak.
Well, it's enough to take one of them out. Okay. This group have to make a mobility roll to see if they're still on fire. Nope, they're not. But they are going to fire at Sayax, who is at... They're actually going to move first. They're going to move up. And they're going to fire at Sayax. Now that they're less than 10, it's only going to be a +2. Okay, she's going to take both damage. Okay, this group are gonna do the same thing, but they only get +1 because they're closer to 5. But they're also gonna aim, so they're gonna get 3. And they're gonna miss. And this guy's broken, so he doesn't... Okay, Leroy, what do you want to do?
Was it the group before me still on fire? The group of 6?
Oh yeah, they... Oh yeah, you're right. Was that a firebomb fire, or... I think it was. I think it was.
Yeah.
So, let
Fireball.
me see.
Yeah.
Yeah, group 7. The group with 7 was the incinerator.
Okay, they managed to get off fire, so they're fine.
Okay.
Okay, Leroy, it's your go.
Should we retreat or should I just keep shooting?
That's up
I'm
to
guessing
you.
we're just able to shoot, like, outside the building still.
If you move up.
But he's got that leg,
Yeah,
Yeah, can't
so...
really shoot.
so I just keep moving.
Do you think I should start heading towards the landing pad?
Yeah, my next turn, I'm grabbing these people and we're gonna start putting zones between us and all the soldiers.
Alright, how many
And I
zones?
only have 1 health left.
You can move up to one zone as a slow action,
Okay.
and you can move anywhere within that zone as a... So, like, you could get up to, say, like here, or you could go anywhere in this zone.
Let's go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the ditch on the side of the road.
Yep. Okay.
For the
This group,
protection.
they have to make mobility.
Can you go diagonally through zones or does it have to be adjacent?
I'm gonna say I'll allow it. Okay, they're not on fire. They are going to move up here. They're gonna fire at Henry. Oh yeah, I forgot this, It's gonna be at modifier 2. Okay, Henry, make me armor roll. Okay, you take just 1 damage.
Thank you.
Okay, and remember to increase your stress by 1.
I did.
Yep. Sanders.
Okay. Sorry, let me grab my character sheet. Those guys, the 9 are at medium, right?
Yep. Now, keep in mind, you can also... You can trade your slow action for a fast action, so if you wanted, you could move up to 2 zones if you didn't want to fire.
Yeah.
So, like, you could get up to, like, here, for example.
Oh, I could get up to the wall.
Basically, yeah. Because 1 zone, 2 zone.
Oh. Yeah, Sanders is gonna do that.
Okay.
Gonna be in that sweet ditch.
Stevenson?
I'm going to throw an electroshock grenade
Alright,
at
so...
that group of 9.
Yep, it'll be a -1. But...
Let's see if I have it filled out. I do not.
Actually, it'll be at... It'll just be... Because... Let me double check what the... Gear...
I might have it in my weapons list still.
Can you get me the
No,
bonus
I don't.
damage? Oh, no works.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, right. It's in,
G2 electroshock grenade.
God, I'm trying to remember where they are. Oh, G2 electroshock grenade.
124 or 128.
Yeah,
depending
so stun
on
effect.
angle.
Yep, stun effect.
Yep.
So, basically just...
0 of everything.
Yep, so roll me your ranged combat.
-1.
-1, yeah. Okay, so they're gonna have to make a stamina roll at -2.
Alright, and with that, I'm going to move however far I can with
You
my
can move
fast
up
action.
to anywhere within an adjacent zone.
I'm going to assume there is valid.
Okay, they fail.
Awesome.
So they are all stunned. Riggs, what do you want to do? You could do the same as them. Like, if you don't want to fire, you could basically go up to 2 zones. You could get up to... You could get up to here, for example.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Sayax is gonna take your lead. Or, actually, she's gonna go up to here. Just move up into this zone, and... She's gonna fire full auto at this group. So +2, -1. And it takes one of them out. Lyra.
I'm gonna elect not to shoot and move 2 zones.
Okay, go ahead.
And
Yeah, they're gonna
take
come with
the-
you. They're gonna come with you because you called them down on your last turn, so...
they're gonna go out to here.
Alright.
And then the turret's gonna shoot at the group of 6, I guess.
Okay. -1.
Damn.
Okay, 9. This group is gonna make a mobility roll. Okay, they fail. Roll me 13 base dice.
Who did that one?
I think that was Riggs.
Yeah, I think that was Riggs. So Riggs, roll me 13 base dice.
Yep.
Wait, how long have they been on fire?
Okay, so they take 1 damage. Okay, they fail, so they take 1 damage. They're still on fire, so next time it'll be 14 if they fail to put it out. But they are going to... They're going to fire full auto at the... Or actually, Yeah, they're gonna fire full auto at the at your turret. So okay, make me an armor roll for your turret. Okay, it takes 1 damage. Okay, this group are gonna.
Already?
This group are going to. They're actually going to move forward and. Now that they're at short range, I'm going to say that cover doesn't count. Okay, so your turret takes another 2. Leroy, what do you want to do?
We gotta keep moving.
Yep, you can only move 1 zone because you can't move as a fast action, so you can get up to, say, where Riggs is.
Alright.
Okay. Sanders, it's your go.
Right. Honestly, don't know what to do.
You can move towards the...
Yeah, I'll move towards the landing zone.
Okay, so move up to 2 zones.
Move over here.
Okay. Henry, it's your go.
All right. Huh.
You could get up to,
I'm going
say...
to.
Okay, go ahead.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, like, if you wanted to move up to 2 zones, you could get to about here.
I'm going to shoot without aiming this 8, and then I'm going to move up next to Riggs.
Okay, go ahead. -1,
Specifically with the smart.
-2.
Sharp. -2 long range.
Yep. Okay, you hit. Make me 9 base dice damage.
Ah, wrong button.
No worries. Okay, that's 3. I'm gonna say that kills 2 of them, so they're now down to 6.
Awesome.
Riggs, what do you want to do?
Are these guys not on fire anymore?
They are not on fire anymore, no.
Well, that sounds like a problem.
Okay.
It's the last one. I'll aim, actually.
Okay,
Yep,
so
yep.
+2, -2, so flat. Roll me 12 base dice. I'm gonna say that kills 2 of them. And okay. Sayox is going to move up and fire full auto. She's going to do 4 to one and 3 to another. Okay, one of them dies. One of them takes 3 damage. Okay, Lyra, what do you want to do?
Just gotta keep moving.
Okay, you can go up to 2 zones. So you can get up to, say, here, and then, like, right about up here.
Yeah, I'll say they get to the gate.
Okay, and they're following you.
Then I guess I'll let the turret shoot again. I don't know if it's really necessary anymore.
Yeah, at this point, basically, these two are kind of out, more or less out of the picture.
Yeah, I don't worry about it then.
Yep. Okay.
They're just fighting the turret.
We'll say it just ran out of power by now.
Yeah, at this point. Okay, Leroy.
No, even better. The turret grew legs and grew arms and is running at them. And it's gonna just beat them to death.
Yep. Okay,
Unbeknownst to
Leroy.
everyone.
Leroy, what do you want to do?
Leroy can get to the gate at least.
Okay.
Right here.
Now, these guys... Just for the because this will be their last action, I'm going to have one of them aim at Sayax, one of them aim at Riggs, and one of them aim at Henry. So at Sayax, it's going to be +2, -1. So total 1. She just takes 1. Then the one going for Riggs, it's going to be +2, -2, so it'll just be flat. Okay, Riggs, make me an armor roll.
Huh?
Okay, you take 1 damage.
Nice.
That was a damn good roll. I thought we were gonna have a dramatic moment there, but I guess not. Okay.
It was dramatic for a short
Yeah.
period.
Yeah, it was suspenseful. Okay,
That's the term.
Henry. Roll me
All right.
armor. Okay, you just take 2 damage.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Still
I'm
good,
fine.
Henry?
Yep, he's fine.
Yep. I could probably take one more of those.
Okay. Now, as you guys are heading, I'm gonna let you each, Henry, everybody, whoops, sorry. So, Sanders, Henry, and Riggs, each of you guys are gonna have one, make me one more turn.
I mean, Sanders is kind of already on the other side of the wall.
Yep, do you want to do anything to, like...
So, what Sanders is gonna do? The Sanders, Henry, and Riggs?
Yep, you guys, basically, yeah, we're doing the rest of the initiative round.
Yeah. So Sanders is gonna yell at Henry and Riggs and tell them to get their ass up to the other side of the wall.
Okay, roll me panic. 10, but you luckily it's -8. So that's gonna be... All skill rolls using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. But you succeed. Henry, what do you want to do?
Your voice cracks so hard it causes you to trip.
It makes him sound like he's a teenager again. Hey, want to go play some baseball?
He sounds like the chicken lawyer
No,
from Futurama.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
I
I
will
may
allow
just
that.
be a country hyper chicken from a backwards asteroid. Sorry, I thought you was corn.
Ah. Who is it here who has a hole in their leg?
It's Leroy.
Leroy.
Leroy? Okay, then never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot without aiming again.
Okay,
So, actually, no, can I even? That's 3 zones, ain't it?
let's see, yeah. 1...
Yeah, that's 3 zones. Yeah, never mind. Nah, I'm just gonna keep running. So
Okay,
that'll be
move up to 2 zones.
running. There we go.
Alright. Riggs.
Yeah, I'll get out of there. 2 zones.
Okay. Now, Sanders, you're the first to see it on the horizon coming in from this direction.
Which direction? East?
Northeast.
Oh. What do I see?
They've been placed on the board.
Friendlies.
You see 4 Sky Crane dropships. They drop off.
Tanks.
Each of them drops off a tank. And then
Plot twist, they're painted black.
Oops. I'm not going to make all tokens for these, but
Bunch of gunships.
there are a dozen of them, of these smaller gunships. And they are all coming in, and all except one of the Sky Cranes fly past you and open fire on the UPP forces and utterly annihilate them.
I think the utterly annihilate them part
Yeah,
gets across.
we get the gist of it.
Yeah, we got it.
Yep. And
Nice.
now the ground forces start moving out to secure the airport or spaceport, and there's a single dropship landed that has the colors of your company.
Well, we're gonna go towards that.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay, I actually cannot see. Oh, that's why Roll20 broke for me.
Rip.
Oops. I just have to refresh.
All right. You see Lieutenant Eckhart, your pilot, the one who's basically been ferrying you to and from ops for the entire campaign. Cavalry came just in time, eh, boys?
Yes, indeed.
I hope you kicked plenty of UPP ass for us.
Definitely. I mean, there
Yeah,
was
they're a little
like,
toasty
what,
now.
60
I think
guys?
they were feeling the heat.
Yes. Yes,
We were the
indeed.
anvil,
You
sir.
could call it a rat barbecue, what we had down here.
Well, I hope you're ready to fry up some good chicken up there, Corporal, because that smell's got me hungrier than a green snake in a sugarcane field.
Oh, yes. We are definitely gonna fry some birds.
And with
when
that,
we get back.
you take off. You have Maitland, you have the air traffic controller, and before you go, the woman you briefly worked with, Sayax, she's going to say, we may not have too much in common, Marines, but you fight like the best of them, and you fight with honor. Semper Fi. As she goes to her own landing pad.
A whisper, deep void, pig.
Yeah.
You could
enemy
swear
on
you
my
see a
enemy.
small curly tail. On the... Anyways. You're now back on the Tambatam. But you have...
We're gigantic.
Yes. Kaiju Sanders.
Yep, and you have...
Actually, no. This is a better scale.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
no Kaiju Sanders.
Yep, so... Maitland is going to tell you... I can give you information on Deep Void's plan in exchange for your protection. I can actually hack into... He offers to basically give you a direct in, at least for a limited time, into Deep Void's FTL comms channels in exchange for not handing him over to Deep Void or anybody who might hand him over to them.
Hey, Maitland, I can't really take you serious while you're still wearing that sombrero.
No habla inglés.
Oh, sorry, senor. And he pulls off the fake mustache, takes off the sombrero. But he packs them away in his knapsack so that he does... Because he's like, I'm keeping these.
It was a good look, son.
Yep. He
Now
smiles.
you just have to learn how to play that guitar correctly.
Can we say it was an inflatable sombrero and he just
Yep, it just...
pulled the cap on it?
Yes, I'll allow it. Alright.
It makes a certain noise while it deflates.
It does. It does. I think this is the longest in any of our sessions that we've gone without using that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was afraid you weren't going to use it tonight.
I almost
And he went
forgot. I'll admit.
And he's gone through all of the security, all while holding a giant railroad tie.
Yep. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Well, we should not find Vaughn, but find the,
De La Cruz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is not on your ship. She would be
No, not De La Cruz. De La
Your-
Cruz is the Secretary of Defense.
Casados, your immediate
Casados,
CO.
there we go. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so she comes in and says, "Great job, Marines. Did you get what we were looking for?" I don't see the scientists here.
Unfortunately, ma'am, we were unable to find the good doctors down there. Shit went sideways pretty fast with all the UPP.
Understandable.
So we were only able to help out the civilians down there. We did manage to get
Okay.
all of them out in one piece, though.
That is good news. That is good news. I'm glad to hear it. Seems like the evacuation went as smoothly as can be expected.
Yes, ma'am. Now, we would, seeing how good the success is, would like to give good news to the Secretary of Defense.
All right. I can open a... I don't know that I have authorization, but I can try to open an FTL channel, but
Didn't she give us
yeah,
a way to contact her?
yeah. This wouldn't go through your COs though. But yeah, if you give her the codes, I'll let it work. So
Well, now, ma'am, Secretary of Defense was very impressed with us the last time she came here and gave us these shiny medals and gave us a personal number.
yes, the number 1-800 Big Ass. I'll dial that in. Beep boop boop boop.
Big asses? Yes, indeed. She had a mighty caboose.
Must be that Latino heat.
Now that's quite a compliment coming from you, Corporal.
That's true. He's got those big cheeks. So, you are now on the line with De La Cruz via FTL comm channel.
Well, hello there, Miss Secretary of Defense. We think we might have found something that would greatly interest you.
Is that so? Tell me.
So, well on mission to find two of the good doctors that were involved in the Galahad. Is that? I feel like that is not the correct institute.
It's like
Yeah.
Gahogad.
Gold or something.
Gahogad.
Oh
Gahogad.
God.
Gahogad Institute.
Now,
We
before you
found,
say anything, if I may ask, is RCO still standing in the same room?
Probably not. She's going to give you some privacy.
Yeah.
All right,
I
awesome.
mean,
don't-
Sanders was trying to insinuate some things that he wanted to say, and maybe not in front of his female CO.
Yeah, just you said one thing.
I mean, you think the big asses comment would insinuate some stuff.
Okay, I get you there.
Yeah.
Continue, thank you.
No, ma'am, we do have a little bit of bad news and a little bit of good news.
All right. Let's hear it.
The bad news is we were unable to locate the good or when we located the good doctors, they were quite unalive. And by unalive, I mean dead as fuck.
Well, that is a shame. What else? Were you able to obtain anything?
But the good news is we found the killer, and it happened to be them robot assistant. He decided what they was doing was playing shitty. Doesn't like the deep void and has offered, so long as it gets a little bit of protection, to bust this whole thing wide open. Apparently, he has data on literally all the things they've been doing.
Well, is that so? Well, that sounds like a perfect way for us to get Vaughn and nail her to the fucking wall.
Oh, definitely.
Yep, if you bring him to... Sorry, I just gotta... Where is it? Yep, if you bring him to the Crestus Garrison Systems, then we will be able to verify the information and get it on record so that we can put Vaughn under arrest. Is there anything else?
Yes. It seems that General Vaughn has been quite a pickle in getting resupplies for the Tambatam. Is there any way that you could authorize us some resupplies so we could get to you without any issues?
If you get to the Garrison Systems, I will be able to refit your ship as necessary.
All right. Can do, ma'am.
You're not going to tell
Hey,
her about
boss.
the impending coup?
You should probably mention that they got a bullet with a name on it.
Oh, right. Sorry. In my excitement, I forgot to mention one of the things the android mentioned was one of our esteemed generals, Delia Vaughn, is apparently the leader of Deep Void, and is
I'm hardly
going to be
surprised,
trying a
but-
coup attempt on you in just a wee bit.
Is that so? I will have defenses all set up, and we will be prepared when she strikes. Marines,
Good.
I hope you're interested in getting some payback from that bitch, because
Oh,
once
definitely.
we have that evidence, we're gonna send you out to get her wherever she's dug into.
Now I'm hoping we get some big guns for this mission. Maybe some power loaders.
You'll have whatever
Getting right
whatever
up in
equipment
there.
you requisition you will have the full access to resources from the United America's Allied Command at your disposal.
Sounds wonderful, ma'am.
Yep. And for
I'm
your
going to
for your heroism, she is actually going to give each of you a promotion. So, Corporal Sanders, you are now Sergeant Sanders.
More like the term colonel. Kind of like to keep with the C's, but I understand.
You can still go by Corporal, but rank-wise, you're now...
Does that mean I'm private first class finally?
Yep. If you were Private First Class, you then become Lance Corporal.
All right.
Lyra wants to say something to the, what's her name, Secretary of Defense, too.
Okay, go ahead.
May I speak, Corporal? Wait,
It's Sergeant now, but yes,
May I
Tommy.
speak, Sergeant?
What if his first name was actually Corporal?
That would be funny.
Yep, Sergeant Corporal. What?
No, his first name is Esquire, so it'll be, or last name is Esquire, so it'll be Sergeant Corporal Sanders Esquire. The third.
That's great. Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a word.
Americans and your weird, elaborate names.
At least they're not custodies.
Oh,
Will you find a
don't
way to-
even get me started on you Spanish people and your like 40 different names.
I don't even have a middle name here.
Will you inform, trying to say, UPP diplomats that this is the work of Deep Void and not UA?
There will, as soon as we have Delia Vaughn in custody, we will begin our diplomacy operations. We've already been working at it, but obviously Vaughn, not being under the table, has been doing what she can to sabotage them. But once we brought her to justice, those peace talks will be able to go forward much more smoothly, thanks to your efforts.
Hopefully we can end innocent deaths on both sides.
Indeed. So, with that, you guys are going to have to make a decision, because it depends on basically what you want to do. For me, like, because I have to decide how I'm going to go for the next session. There is an option. It will require a lot more preparation from me, but it is possible for you to participate in the, like, coup attempt. Not, like, on behalf of Vaughn, but to try and interfere with it directly. Like, alternatively, we can just go straight to the mission where you are trying to apprehend General Vaughn. So, it's up to you. Whichever you guys want to do, just let me know so that I know.
Would that be like an extra session, I guess, or?
The siege of Lamont Station Prime would be a separate, it would be like a side mission that we do, and then we go to the direct apprehension of the general.
Side mission.
Yeah. I will say I'm going to be busy the 26th and the 2nd, so I'm free the next 2 Saturdays, but after that I'm going to be out for 2 Saturdays, so...
Okay, so... yeah.
It might be better just to do one more.
Okay, then let's just do one more.
Yep, so just cut off the head.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yeah, because I think warning the Secretary, she's got enough people to quell whatever Deep Void's got going.
Yeah.
Yep, now let's
Especially since she's been working against them for long enough. She probably has a good idea of who is and who isn't in Deep Void.
Yeah, okay, so let's do experience. Did you participate in the game session? You get 1 XP. Did you risk or sacrifice something to further your personal agenda? If so, you get 1 XP. Did you risk your life for your buddy PC? You get 1 XP. Did you challenge or stand up to your rival PC? You get 1 XP. Did you make a panic roll? You get 1 XP for that. Did you overcome a dangerous event using non-violent or non-violent means? Did you make a significant discovery or revelation? Did you perform an extraordinary action of some kind? And did you earn any money? For each of those questions that you can answer yes to, you get 1 XP.
I only have room for 1 more experience point, so
Okay.
I think blowing off that one guy's head with an RPG was pretty cool.
Yep, I'll say that. I'll grant you that.
Yeah, I don't think I got all that much this time around. But I haven't been trying as hard, so I do apologize for
No, it's
that.
okay. It's okay.
That's fine.
will we have time to spend our points before the next mission?
Yeah, we can spend them now.
Oh wait, was me shooting that one plane out of the sky count as a
Yes.
extraordinary action?
Yeah, yeah, I
Right.
think it does.
I mean, yeah, pretty awesome. Now,
I think I'm immediately going to spend 5 and get the
Tough talent. Okay, add it to your character
Yeah.
sheet and increase your health, max health by 2.
now I gotta look at talent.
I'm just going to immediately... Actually, should I?
How many points can you put into the skills?
You can get up to a maximum of 4.
Okay.
Now, Leroy, if you wanted to become absolutely broken, there are 2 talents you could take.
Okay.
Heavy Weapon Specialist. Or at least I believe that's the one. I forget the name. It's basically one... it's a new one in the Colonial Marines operational manual. Let me see. New talents. Heavy Weapons, that's the one. And then the other one is just Weapon Specialist. Which... So Heavy Weapons just gives you a +2 whenever you're firing a heavy weapon, which the smart gun is. And then if you take Weapon Specialist M56 Smart Gun, then you will be getting +2 for heavy weapons, +2 for Weapon Specialist. If you're aiming, you get a +2 for that. And if you're full auto, you get a +2 for that. So that's a +8.
Let's do it.
Okay, so are you going to take both of them? Do you have 10 XP?
I do have 10 XP now.
Okay, so let's see. I don't know if anybody here has the... I don't think anybody here has the heavy weapons talent. Unless you want to get on a Skype call with De La Cruz.
We were just talking with
Yep,
De La
so
Cruz.
if you want to do that, you'll have to do it on a Zoom call, basically.
All right.
And then the smart gunner one, or the weapon specialist smart gun, I'm going to say you'll have to make a wits roll for that one.
Okay. We'll get heavy weapons.
And a lot of people have tough already, right?
Yeah, everybody, like,
Yeah.
yes, a bunch of people have tough, so you don't need to roll for it.
Just watch you guys get shot enough.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
Well,
so I
and
gotta
I've
roll.
been shot enough.
Roll just flat wits. And everybody can obviously reset your stress to 0.
I think I'll take the. machine
Oh, you
gunner
succeeded.
talent.
You'll take the
Sure
machine
thing.
gunner talent?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can learn that from Leroy. So, Leroy, you are now... Basically, if you aim and do full auto, which has no penalty for you anymore because you've got the machine gunner talent, you're now going to be getting a +8 anytime you aim and shoot your smart gun.
Nice.
And if you've got a decent ballistic skill talent, which you do, you can basically get up to like 18 dice with base damage 3. Which is absolutely
Going down
insane.
hordes of enemies.
Basically, yeah.
And you can't improve an attribute, only one of the skills, right?
Yeah, you can't improve attributes, you can only improve skills.
I think I'm gonna use the rest of my experience and get a point in stamina.
Okay. Is that everybody?
I'm trying to think of what to spend my points on.
Do I have to roll for the talent?
Which one?
Machine gunner?
Machine
No,
gunner, no,
Leroy
because
can teach you
Leroy
that.
can teach you.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
I think I'm gonna take extra 1 in range combat,
Okay.
and then and is the flamethrower considered a heavy weapon?
I'm not entirely sure.
I don't.
It would
It
be
is.
in the, let's see, heavy weapons thing.
Yeah, look up
Yeah.
gear, heavy weapons. It is.
Oh. Well, you know what? Since Leroy got on that call, I'll get on the call with him.
Okay.
I
And do you have the
Yeah.
weapon specialist for the incinerator?
I do not have the weapon specialist.
Okay. Yeah, because that would give you another +2.
Yeah. I'm gonna hedge my bets with just getting 1 more in range combat though.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Is that everybody's XP?
Yep.
I'm going to try for getting weapons specialist with the sharp.
Okay. I'll let you
I
try
doubt-
twice because everybody's getting 2 new talents, which takes, 2 days. So if you're just going to try for that 1 talent, I'll let you try twice.
Yeah, I'm just going to try for that 1 talent. So
Okay.
2 flat weights rolls.
Yeah, try 1 first, just because that way only roll again if you fail.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 2 days on the ship right now.
Yeah, just hanging out and de-stressing,
I will get rid of
There
my
you go.
crotch in
You
3.
got it.
Awesome.
And with that, you hear...
My Bofides are no longer injured.
Yep. Okay. I think that is all for tonight, but we start the final mission, the final operation of the Frontier War next Saturday.
Nice.
Yep. It's been
Yeah,
a
it's
long
pretty
time
cool
coming.
ending to this one. Very cinematic, I think.
Very.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting to have a mission that had no aliens in it, just...
Just a butt ton of people shooting at
It's just
us.
45 soldiers opening fire at us.
Yeah.
60.
And
Like,
none of
rescue
them,
one unit.
none of them got you down.
Yeah, we got
I'd
pretty
use a
lucky
story
there.
point.
That's true. But,
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny, because it was just those 3 Blackguard dudes.
They got the goddamn jump on us.
That's true. But, yep, hopefully you guys can, make Vaughn pay for her actions in the next 2 weeks.
Hopefully. Too bad
Yeah.
we didn't just shoot her when we were directly next to her. Like 3 times.
True.
Oh
but,
well, I probably would.
Might not go over well.
Yeah, since you guys didn't have the evidence yet, but...
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Trust
you.
me, she was totally working undercover to undermine the diplomatic aims of the United Americas. Just
Yeah,
trust us on this.
Yeah.
We swear, bro.
Trust the UPP defector.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
She
the
was bad lady, I swear.
Trust me, I got dishonorably discharged.
And remember, if you guys at any point want to, try one of your backup characters just for a little bit, like Will Bofides or Parker Peters, you can always take them for a spin.
I think I'll save both of these for the next campaign.
Well, it might be... Because he's already set up as a Colonial Marine. I don't know if he'd... We'll see, but...
Yeah.
You also, with your promotion, you've got an additional extra bit of command. So, you might have, you might be able to like assign. You might be able to. Some of you might be able to control 2 characters if you want.
You try to drag Parker Peters into the next one.
Yep. It depends on
Yeah.
whether we decide if we want to continue with this kind of campaign setting, the Frontier War, after you guys get through the next operation, because there's potential for things to move forward, but it's up to everybody involved. So, yeah, we'll discuss that when we get there. Anyways,
Oh, that was a lot of fun
yep,
tonight.
that was Operation Go Fish.
That was quite enjoyable.
Yep, thank you everybody for coming, and I hope you all had fun.
Yep.
That was a
Yeah.
lot of
Yep.
fun.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you
Same
for having
time,
us.
same place next week for the finale.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Damn right.
Oh, except next week is nope. Daylight saving time happens on Sunday.
Hell yeah. So,
Look at the cursed Star Wars meme I posted.
let me see.
It's horrible.
Oh, that's so awful. I wish I could show this on my stream right now. That's
I
so
wish they had
cursed.
an obese Chewbacca in it too.
Yeah.
Chewy, ha.
That's so good. That's so good. Anyways, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna stop the stream here. If anybody's watching, you can stop now.